coming here to Jowl. So he's that know the team, but has history with Escalante. So interesting that they would meet here in the state semifinals. So not a big crowd, of course, as you might expect, making that long journey from Tierra Amarillo to come here to watch Escalante. But a few diehard fans up in the stands as well. But our stands are starting. People are still filtering in, and I think the spirit is high. It's a little unusual to be playing on a Saturday afternoon. White said when he was coaching at Escalante, blocks.
They did not remember those years.
And evidently they were very they had to play every day. They had to play on Saturdays. So this, even if the Jowl team does not play on a Saturday afternoon as often.
Well, that's true, and I remember both teams were 1A, and Escalante eked out the win in that one, but it was a fantastic game. Then we played them here next season and pretty much just ran them off the field. Now, that was probably before you were born, Adam. No, I'm kidding. But, things that do have history wind up quite often in then the take a timeout, come back, and continue with the Panther Game Show. Radio Square Sports.
The employees of this are proud of their Jowl Panthers. With knowledge, determination, and hard work, anything is possible. Way to go, Jowl Panthers! Information of the City of Jowl, 435-3340, 395-3340. The City of Jowl, 309 South Main Street. The City of Jowl is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Way to go, Jowl Panthers! In a town like it's
395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jowl Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
And welcome back to Jowl Panther Playoff Football from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Adam Juarez up in the booth. Don Morgan patrolling field side for us here this afternoon. An absolutely gorgeous day for football, and all right, I think we've got the technical issues worked out now. We're going to be looking about 62 degrees at kickoff time with a light breeze coming out of the west. And, of course, the winner of this will move on to play the Eunice Cardinals next week sometime. I believe that game would be in Eunice. I know if it's Jowl that it will be in Eunice. So the team's out on the field. The Panthers are in the home blues with the gold pants, the white letters and numbers, and the JAL on the gold hats. So we're preparing for the national anthem. We'll go ahead and take another timeout, come back with the kickoff. This is Panther Playoff Football.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of JAL Athletics. Delaware Water Company helps keep our drinking water clean and available by supplying water recycling services for our produced oil-filled water. Delaware Water Company loves being a part of the youth of the community. Their Panthers are hardworking students, and with hard work and dedication, they can accomplish anything. Delaware Water Company encourages you to come out to the games or view it on YouTube or HobbsAmerica.com. Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
Mayor Matt White and the employees of the City of Jowl are proud of their Jowl Panthers. They know with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Way to go, Jowl Panthers! For information on the City of Jowl, call 395-3340. That's 395-3340. The City of Jowl, 309 South Main Street. The City of Jowl is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Way to go, Jowl Panthers!
And welcome back to Jowl Panther Playoff Football from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Alongside Adam Juarez, I'm TJ Miracle, as Don Morgan patrolling field side for us today. As the national anthem has been played, the Panthers, the number one team in Class 2A. As we get ready for the start of this one, of course, Jackson Ramos is running for the cross-country title today. And I think they ran earlier, so we wish him the best of luck. As Escalante comes out, they are in the road whites with red letters and numbers and the black helmets. So as we get ready to start this one, Adam, I believe we did win the toss. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, we did win, and we elected to receive the kick.
So Jowl going to go out and try and go ahead and get the offense going early. Of course, it's all about Alexavier Ketillon and Jacob Lujan. They have been a dynamic 1-2 punch this season, and you know, you can't get that 1-2 punch, though. The line has done a pretty good job this season, too, right, Adam?
Yep, every other play they'll run an option to the left, and it just goes flying. Or right up the middle, and they just go all the way to touchdown.
Hey, you'll take it any way you can get it. Of course, going to be an important game here today. Winner moves on. The loser goes into basketball season. So, Don, the team's out on the field. What's been the feeling in the teams as they hit the field this afternoon?
They just seem ready to go. They seem very, very kind of relaxed during the last of the warm-up, but, you know, that anticipation and that electric feeling is definitely here among the team.
Well, and hoping for an electric one here today. The Jowl Panthers trying to move on to the state semifinals one more time. So just about ready to go in this one as back deep to receive for the Panthers. I believe that's Connor Andre. And here we go. And the kickoff, it's going to be a short one that's going to go out of bounds. So I'm thinking Jowl probably going to make Escalante re-kick that one. I don't think they have the option to take it where it went out. If it did, they'd have it right at the 50, and not sure that would be a bad thing at all.
Give Jowl great field position to start.
Well, it will, yeah, and they are going to make them re-kick that, and I think that's probably the smart move, as kicking it off is Grayson Horan. He is a junior for this Escalante Lobos team. And Escalante, you've got to think here, Adam, is they're thinking on this is let's not let any of Jowl's great skill players get a hand on it.
Yeah.
So an early 5-yard penalty, so that'll move them back 5 yards. Of course, the Panthers, as we mentioned, averaging over 50 points a game. Most of their games have ended at half or slightly thereafter. Mm-hmm. Escalante pretty much playing right at even with their opponents. Jowl only giving up 60 points on the year, and pretty much half of those were to Texaco a couple of weeks ago. As Horan will tee it back up 5 yards further back now. Still back deep to receive. Connor Andre, he'll move up 5 yards closer. So Horan will come up and another little short kick, and Jowl just going to let that one go out too. So, all right, 2 quick penalties. And they've got to think that Coach Giles probably going to move him back another 5 yards. Yeah. They're going to make him get it into the hands of one of the Panthers, I would think. And, Jowl will elect to take it where it went out. So it will be Jowl football at the 50-yard line. So the Jowl offense will come out and take over and see what they can come up with. So the Panthers will start right at midfield, a short field to work with, and that's something that Escalante definitely did not want to see here early, Adam.
They probably just wanted to kick it back, but they just kicked it to the right and not out of bounds. So it gives Jowl great field position to start this football game. Giles going to hope they can get their running game going today with Alex Xavier and Jacob in the backfield.
And that's exactly what they're going to do, and they are going to come out in a 4-receiver set, twins left, twins right. Of course, Alex Xavier from the pistol formation, and he will have Jacob right there behind him. From right in midfield is Alex, the option pitch coming to the right side. Jacob looking for some room, crosses the 45 on the seam, cuts it back across the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 on the option pitch to Lujan and move the chains. First down, Panthers.
Look like you got your running game going on early this time, too.
Hey, that's exactly what you are going to want to see. And great to have you with us wherever you are here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And also at HobbsAmerica.com. So the Panther first down, 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Going to come out in a 4-receiver set once again. Twins left, twins right. From the pistol formation, Alex Xavier fakes the handoff, but whistles sound as somebody jumped. I think maybe an offsides on us, although we're waiting.
No, I think it's offsides on Escalante.
And it will be, we'll see, yep, offsides on Escalante. So their second penalty for 10 quick yards and give them a free 5, 1st down and 5. So in the early going, it looks like Jowl all business and maybe a little bit of nerves coming up for Escalante. Escalante looks like they're going to come out with 4 men across the front and just run with a couple of linebackers. Well, now they shift into more of a traditional 4-3 look. So 1st and 5 for the Panthers after the penalty now from the 33-yard line. Alex Xavier with Jacob close on him. Alex Xavier hands it to Jacob, and he just takes it up the middle, crosses the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. And he was brought down by Jeremiah Martinez. And it's still good for 6 yards and another Jowl first down. 2 plays, 2 first downs. You can't really write it up much better than that, can you, Adam?
Nope. And like you said, it's got to be a little nerve-wracking for a number 8 to play your number 1 seed in the first round, actually.
And a team that's absolutely been blasting people on top of that. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line officially. Jowl Panther first down. Alex Xavier hands it off to the right side. Jacob finds a little seam. He's across the 20 to the 15-10. It's a foot race and put 6 on the board. Touchdown Panthers, 27 yards to the house. And just like that, Jowl goes up 6-0.
They just tossed it. Jacob found a hole and scored within.
Certainly did. And it looked like he got a good block up front, right, Don, to kind of spring him there.
Yeah, he absolutely. Yeah. He absolutely did. Sorry, that's just not coming through very well.
All right, sounds good up on this end, but so 45 yards as Jacob takes it all the way as we prepare for the point after. Now out of the hold of Kettion, the kick is up, and it is good by Rodriguez. So with 10:50 remaining in the first quarter, the Panthers take the early 7-0 lead, and we'll just keep it right here and say a big thanks to our friends at Lasco Construction. Lasco Construction, proud supporters of all Lee County athletics. Lasco Construction for all of your commercial, residential, oil field construction needs. Think Lasco Construction. Also like to welcome in our friends at Panther Drive-In right here in Jowl. Proud supporters of the Jowl Panthers. So, okay, as you know, we're doing a live read today for Panther Drive-In, and it just so happens, in addition to working for us, Adam Morez works for Panther Drive-In. Mm-hmm. So, okay, I'm going over there after this is over. I'm going to have lunch. What am I ordering?
Get the chicken fried steak or the steak fingers.
Okay.
They're amazing.
So I take it that is the Adam special for the day?
Yep.
So there you go. Now, where is Panther Drive-In?
It's over there by the Far Allsups.
Okay, out on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I know where I am going now. So, all right, and we appreciate Panther Drive-In coming on board for Jowl Panther Sports. A 50-yard drive that takes 3 plays. Jacob Lujan doing all of the work and taking it into the end zone for your Jowl Panthers. So now the Panthers will kick it away off of the foot here of Rodriguez. Isaiah Rodriguez, of course, the senior, will come up and he will put the boot into it. It is a spiraling kick that's going to be fielded by one of the up men, and they're going to run the starburst, and they hand it around in a big hole up the middle for Braylon Emery. Emery with some room. He's across the 50 to the 45 into Panther territory before he is finally taken down. The Panthers bit on the starburst there, guys.
That's got to be a strong momentum for the Escalante.
Yeah, and thank goodness Luca Torres was right there. Otherwise, he was the only guy Jal had downfield and caught him, stopped him, or that would have been an end zone dance.
And that's not what the Panthers wanted to see here early, but the defense has held opponents to just 6 points per game this season. So going to be time for the Panther D to bring it out and see what they can do. And we will have a holding. Well, there's a reason he was so wide open. We have a holding on Escalante, their third penalty for 20 yards. It is from the spot, and so that'll move them all the way back to, let's see where they're spotting it. They're spotting it about the 30, looks like. So it'll be first and 10 from the 30. So that actually, it goes in the books as a 10-yard penalty, but in reality it's about a 30-yard penalty, and they're going to march him even further back. It happened at the 30, so back to the 20. So it winds up, like I said, going in the books as a 10-yard penalty, but in reality it's about a 50-yard penalty now.
Yeah, Escalante's going to be working from basically Kermit.
Yeah, pretty much. So it'll be first and 10 for the Lobos as Trey Archuleta is the quarterback. He's got Luca Torres in the backfield with him. 4 receivers set. Archuleta going to keep it himself. He's going to try the right side and is hit and taken down behind the line. Ethan Sandoval stretched him out and then took him down as Archuleta might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Good pursuit for the Panther defenders.
Looks like they're going to mark the ball at about the exact same spot. So, yeah, just the line of scrimmage is where he got back to.
So it'll be second down and 10. Archuleta pretty much the do-all. They don't throw the ball a whole lot. Archuleta with just under 1,000 yards rushing this season. They're going to come out. They're going to split twins to the right, one to the left, keep a tight end in the game for extra protection. Jowl with 4 men across the front. Torres is the deep back with Archuleta from the pistol formation. Waits on it back about his own 15. Good snap. Going to take it near side this time, and he is met in the backfield and driven backwards. The Panther defense swarms and takes him down. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play. So now 3rd and 13. Again, the Panther D coming through in a big way.
I believe that was number 22. Xavier Carrion just found that hole and just shot through it.
Yeah, and Brandon Houston actually in on that tackle too.
So Kenyon and Houston combining up for the tackle. So 3rd and 13. 7-0, the Panthers leading here in the first quarter. Escalante's offense on the field trying to find something, some way to get on track. So on a 3rd and 13 for Estancia. I don't know why Estancia was last night. Escalante. So 3rd and 13 as Archuleta claps the hands, low snap, hands it off, going to the right side, and nowhere to go for Luca Torres, and we'll have a flag on the play, and I think that'll be a 15-yarder on Jowl for piling on at the end. It was a loss of 2, but I think that one's going to get waved off, and it'll be a personal foul on the Panthers. Got to keep things under control out there emotionally.
I think it was it was big number of 55, Carrion, who got there first, though.
And let's see what they're going to call. I think they're going to call personal foul on the Panthers, but we'll wait the official signal from the man in the white hat.
Had a little bit of trouble there calling the flag.
Yeah, they're still discussing it. So here we go, and it will be personal foul face mask on the Panthers. So that'll be a 15-yarder, and it'll move the chains, and that will give Escalante a first down. So
Oh, it won't move the chains.
Gifted a first down. Wow, so it's going to wind up being 3rd down and less than a yard to go.
You think they just go ahead and move the chains up after that flag?
Yeah, they must have been right at. They're going to wind up being about a half a yard shy, looks like. So we'll go 3rd down. So it was actually 3rd and about 16. Didn't look like that from where they had it marked, but okay. So Archuleta is the quarterback. Torres is his deep back on 3rd down and less than a yard to go. Good snap, handed off. Torres, right side. He's hitting the backfield and driven backwards. He is going to lose about 4 yards. Torres nowhere to run as, again, the Panther D swarms and takes him down. It's 4th and 4, and punt time you've got to think for the Lobos.
Yeah. Because if they go for it, they're in their own territory, and it's going to give Panthers a good position to start the drive once again.
Yeah, the Panthers doing a great job. The defense comes out, does what they need to do as Jacob will go back deep to receive the kick. They may just try and shank it and keep it out of his hands. Just try and put it out of bounds as Dominic Adriano is their punter. So Ediano with 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter to punt it away. It's a wobbler, gets over. Jal tries to block it. He will get it away. Jacob just going to watch it bounce. It'll take a big bounce in favor of the Lobos, and it'll go out back inside the 20 at around the 17-yard line. Yeah, looks like they're going to say it went out at the 17. Yep, okay. So great to have you with us on this beautiful Saturday afternoon for football. With Don Morgan patrolling field side, I'm TJ Miracle. Adam Juarez in alongside. Of course, Adam, you'll be taking over here in just a few minutes. Thanks for letting us invade your space today.
Yep.
Fill in for Jackson.
I needed y'all for sure.
Well, he's inconsiderately running for
Yep.
the cross-country championship today. And timeout taken by the Panthers. They want to settle things down. So we will just keep it right here and say a big thanks, to our new great sponsors coming on for Panther playoff football, including Mike Guerin, State Farm Insurance. Anywhere in Lee County, you can count on Mike Guerin, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Home, auto, life, and investments too. Mike Guerin, State Farm Insurance, with offices in Jal and in Hobbs. And also a big thanks to our friends at IPS Incorporated. IPS, anywhere in Lee County, West Texas, for your automation systems and all the other great services that IPS provides. IPS Incorporated, proud supporters of all Lee County athletics. 7-0, the Panthers in the lead with 7:49 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Jal already up by a score of 7-0, but a good punt by Escalante has pinned Jal back at their own 18-yard line. So Panther first down after forcing Escalante to go 3 and out. So Cadion again is the quarterback. He'll be in the pistol. Lujan will be his deep back. Going with a 4-receiver set. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Got Sandoval in the slot to the right. Cadion with it, the option pitch. Lujan gets away from one, hit in the backfield, comes near side, stiff arms man as he crosses the 20, 25 to the 30, gets a block, cuts it to the sideline, to the 40, to the 50, and he cuts it back against the grain and is finally hit from behind and taken down, but not before he is inside the 40, inside Lobo territory. Move the chains, first down Panthers.
Yeah, that was an incredible run. He was almost brought down at first by number 67, Damon Emery, but managed to get out of his grasp and then finally get brought down.
It's a 45-yard run for Lujan, spotted at the 37-yard line inside of Escalante territory on the option pitch. He got some great blocks, though, from his receivers down the field and then did some work himself. Big doings in the backfield. So now they're going to throw the wide receiver screen. It is scooped up at the 40, but nope, they're going to say it skipped in, incomplete.
Well, he was on his knees.
Yeah.
He was on his knees, and that was, I believe that's number 10, Luca Torres.
Number 10 for us is actually Fernando Rubio. So incomplete to Rubio, and it'll be second down and 10 for the Panthers. Incomplete pass stops the clock. 7:09 remaining in the first. Twins left, twins to the right once again. Panthers going to keep in the 4-receiver sets. And those receivers have done a great job blocking around the edges all season long. So on second down and 10, the option pitch again. Lujan hitting the backfield, gets away from it, crosses the 20, or rather the 35, and is going to be near the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7 for Jacob. 5 carries, 97 yards, and it'll be third down and about 3 to go for the Panthers. And flying all over the field down there, Jeremiah Martinez for Escalante. I think he's had pretty much every tackle they've had so far here in this first quarter. So the sophomore linebacker moving around for Escalante. 6.5 remaining in the first. Jal on the march. Third down and 3 from right in the middle of the field. Hand it off. Nope, Cadion keeps it himself, but slips down back at the 35-yard line. He's going to lose 4, and the turf monster claims its first victim of the afternoon.
Yeah, just lost his footing. It was just sad to see that. He was poised, for a lot of movement and just couldn't get untracked.
So it'll be fourth down and about 8 to go. Panthers will go for it from the Escalante 35-yard line. Leading 7-0 here in this 2A quarterfinal matchup. Winner will move on to play Eunice next week in Eunice. So at fourth down and a long 8, Option pitch, Lujan has a seam, gets away from one, steps around, and he gets across the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get it.
Pick up a 6 for Jacob. That'll put him over the century mark with 1:03 on the ground, but they're going to be short of the first down, so turn it over on downs as Escalante will take over deep in their own territory from their 29-yard line.
That could even be a momentum shift there for Escalante.
Well, it certainly could be, as they're going to try and get back in this one, trailing by a score of 7-0, and somebody took a timeout, as Escalante is going to take a timeout. So we'll take it with them. 5:40 to go here in the first half. The Panthers leading the Lobos by a score of 7-0. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
The Jowl Clinic and Dental Clinic wish the Jowl Panthers the best of luck as they take on new challenges. Everyone at the Jowl Clinic and Jowl Dental Clinic will be cheering you on. Jowl Clinic professionals are honored to serve the Jowl community and all their healthcare needs. The Jowl Clinic has lab and x-ray capabilities and now has a dental clinic, a clinic you can rely on. For an appointment, call 395-3400. That's 395-3400. Jowl Clinic, 805 West Kansas, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Out of the Escalante timeout, it'll be first down and 10 for the Lobos from their own 29 as the Panther O stalls out after they get into Escalante territory. Panthers leading 7-0. Don Morganfield's Adam, TJ Miracle alongside Adam Juarez up in the booth here at Panther Stadium. So Archuleta will lead his troops back out, and they'll come out in a 3-receiver set. Twins left, one right from the near side hash mark. Lobos are moving from the south to the north. That is right to left from our perspective. So Archuleta waits on the snap. He'll get it, take it himself, has the option look, but before he does pitch it last second, he probably would have lost less yardage as he pitches it out to Torres, who gets swarmed under by the Panthers over on the left side, and it'll be a loss of 6.
Try to run a Panther play there.
They were trying. Torres, 2 carries. He's lost 10 yards. They may want to think about that before they try it again. So it'll be second down and 16 to go.
You would think you'd see some Cardinal fans here.
You would
As I'm
think.
looking,
There may be some over there.
Yeah.
Of course, pretty good Panther contingent last night at the Eunice game, I noticed.
Oh, yeah, there was. Almost the whole football team, probably.
So it'll be second down and 16 for the Lobos. Panther D continues to swarm. Twins left and one to the right. Jowl changing up the coverage. Option look. Nope, just keeping it himself and nowhere to go as Catillon and Trent Butts teaming up on the hit. Nowhere to go for Archuleta. He loses another yard. And so now it'll be third down and about 17 to go for the Lobos. Absolutely nothing doing on offense here early.
There may not be any Eunice fans over there, but I can tell you what, Escalante was very happy when their team forced it over on downs and got the football, but it looks like they may be stalling out here under really intense Jowl defense.
The Jowl's defensive pressure has been impressive here in the early going. 4 minutes remaining, first quarter. Panthers leading this one 7-0. 2A quarterfinals here this afternoon. And so they're going to go up and just go max protect there. And Archuleta, nothing doing. He's going to lose back to the 20 before Butts and company and also Daniel Herrera come in and take him down. They're going to mark him at the 21-yard line. It is another loss of 2. And so it'll be fourth down and 19 and punt time again for the Lobos.
And once again, it was Jesus Carillon who really was the first one to get there at the bottom of that pile.
So back to receive is Lujan, and I would be willing to bet you they are going to kick it away from him yet again. Adiano gets it and will boot it away, but nope, they're not going to. Jacob will have a chance. Huh? He's just going to watch it go past himself, and it'll go out at the 35-yard line. Takes an Escalante bounce, so the Panthers will have it first and 10 from the 35.
We'll see if we can get our running offense going this time, because last time they just swallowed it.
Yeah, well, the turf monster helped
Yep.
a little bit, as our friends with the Texas Tech broadcast crew would say. So they're going to say officially from the 36-yard line inside Escalante territory. 3:15 to go, first quarter. Panthers would love nothing more than to get another one here quickly. Already up 7-0.
Kind of a slow-moving first quarter. Already a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, it has been. So the Panthers again in a 4-receiver set. Twins left, Twins right from the far hash mark. From the pistol formation, Alex Xavier keeps it himself right up the middle. He crosses the 40, 45 to the 50, inside of the territory of the Lobos, down at the 48-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 16 for Alex Xavier and move the chains. First down, Panthers.
He was brought down by Damian Baeza, but of course not before he was able to get the chains moving.
Kenny on 2 carries, 12 yards now. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers. Clock continues to move with 3 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. So stack them, Twins to the right, Twins to the left. On, just going to take it himself. He goes right side, then cuts it back to the middle, spins out of a hit, crosses the 30, and down to the 25-yard line. See where they're going to say the knee went down officially. They're going to put him at the 24, 23, 22.
You have a flag over here on Jesus Carrion. I believe he pushed him after the play.
So
that was Marcelo Baeza who brought him down.
So let's see what the call is going to be.
I believe it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Panthers.
So the question will be, how does this play out? So again, they're talking on the near side judge, talking to the white cap. And they're pointing, actually, and they're going to wave it off. And so it'll be a Panther first down as they are going to pick up 24. Let's see where they mark them officially. 25-yard run by Carrion and move the chains. First down, Panthers.
I tell you what, the Escalante faithful not understanding that call, and they're a little unhappy, barking out at the refs over there.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Panthers. Their 5th first down of this first quarter. 2:45 remaining here in the quarter. So from the 23-yard line after the 25-yard gain. Twins left, Twins right once again. Carrion keeps it himself, goes over the right tackle, cuts it back, and he crosses inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9, so second down and 1.
Nice blocking there by his lineman and his receivers on the outside.
4 carries, 46 yards for Carrion. Ball spotted right at the 15-yard line. Second down and a yard to go. The Panthers just methodically pushing the ball down the field.
I like how deliberate they are being. They're not too in a hurry, but they're dominating possession of the ball and playing their game.
With Twins left, Twins right, second down and 1 from the 15-yard line. Under 2 to play in a fast-moving first quarter. Good snap. Carrion gets away from 1, cuts it back up the middle. He's to the 5 and spun down at the 2-yard line as a touchdown-saving tackle over there by Escalante, but it's still good for 12. And first and goal, Panthers.
Nice carry and spin move there.
Yes, it was. And was that Martinez again that brought him down, Dawn?
I believe it was, yes.
So it'll be first and goal from the 2 for the Panthers. Trying to punch it in right here as we are nearing the end of this first quarter. Under 90 seconds to play in the first. Jowl up 7-0 and knocking on the door. Under center, Alex just takes it himself and right over the left guard and into the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Panthers. And the Panthers will take the 13-0 lead with 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. And that just a methodical drive down the field, Adam, kind of what they've done all season.
You've seen that play up in, whenever we played Eunice a couple times. They just handed off to Xavier and run it up the middle.
And that's exactly what they did. So on for the extra point, Isaiah Rodriguez out of the hold of Alex Xavier Carrion.
Here comes a long snap.
So the snap, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it will sneak through with 1:18 remaining to go in the first quarter. Jowl 14, Escalante nothing. We'll be back, continue Jowl Panther playoff football on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel.
The him was really good.
So it'll be second down and 10. Clock stops with 1:06 remaining here in the first quarter. To be happy they didn't actually lose yardage that time. So with the receiver right and in the ball. Nice snap and keeping it himself has already got that down in the backfield and driven backward 34-yard line. 35 seconds part of that here, and also coming in We'll have to run one more play
Both Carriones.
before the end of the quarter.
Yep, both Carriones, Alex Xavier and Jesus.
All right, I thought that. Run one more play now before the end of the quarter. With 18 seconds to go, Jowl up 14-0. Escalante ball. Archuleta with the hard count and gets Jowl to jump. Jowl's pointing, though, at the Lobos. So we'll see if it's a false start or an offsides.
Offsides.
And it will be offsides on the Panthers. So that'll be their second penalty of the ball game for 20 yards. And it'll make it a little more manageable 3rd down and 6 for the Lobos. So with 12 seconds remaining here in the quarter, they will go ahead and spin the clock. And I think Escalante just going to lick the wounds and say, all right, let's head over to the bench and recollect. 2-1-0. We have played a quarter here at the 2A quarterfinals. The Panthers leading this one 14-0 over the Escalante Lobos. We'll take a timeout and come back with the second quarter of action. This is Jowl Panther football from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Kayla and Emmy Lujan from Panther Energy are excited for their Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one-stop shop for backhoes, dump trucks, roustabouts, and welding. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jowl Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back for the start of the second quarter. Escalante will have it 3rd down and 6. And with the call, Adam Juarez.
So here comes the snap for the Panthers. Looks like the Escalante Lobos are going to jump. Looks like that was number 56 on the side. Number 56, Jeremiah Martinez. Looked like he jumped a little bit, so it's going to bring the Escalante Lobos a little bit back, 5 yards.
So it'll be 4th penalty, 25 yards now on the Escalante Lobos.
Going to give him a 3rd down and 11 now. Here to start the second quarter.
Well, they just trade penalties there, and they end up back at 3rd and 11, you know.
So we'll try it again from back at the 29-yard, or rather the 34-yard line.
Here comes the line going, getting down. Here comes the snap for Escalante, waiting for it. There's a snap right to number 2. Quarterback's going to draw back and roll to the left. Missed tackle there by Jowl. 2 of them, actually. There's a little pitch. Looks like he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he was brought down by number 22, Alex Xavier Carrion there.
Yeah, a little bit of a hit out of bounds. They are nothing said, nothing done. Just those two players, a little bit of an exchange there.
Don't look like.
So a little shovel pass to Torres goes for no gain. That will be a completion, but it's no gain.
So it looks like Lobos are going to be back to punt. I believe that's number 36.
It's number 30, May 34. I can't
34?
see. 34, yeah.
There's the punt. High, far little punt. Back to Jacob, but he's just going to let it roll and roll.
And somebody actually got hit coming down the field. As going down is Ito Arroyo. They're not going to call an illegal block downfield. So the Panthers looks like they'll have it up about the 25-yard line and leading 14-0. A chance to kind of start stretching things out here.
Yep. We're trying to get our running game going a little bit. First quarter was not a bad quarter, just not as many points as they usually do score in the first quarter. Mark's spot's going to be at about the 25-yard line for the Jowl Panther to start the offense, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 now to start the drive. Number 12, Norbert Swans is coming in to call the play for the Jowl Panthers. Here comes your offense out onto the field. Looks like you're going to have twins to both sides 11, Ito Arroyo. Number 19, Damian Baeza, I believe that is, on the left side.
Yes, sir, I believe so.
Here comes a snap to number 22, Xavier Carrion. He's going to get it and run it to the right side. He's going to jump out. Quarterback keeper going to find a little bit of room and get about a 16 to 15-yard gain, I believe. So it's going to be another 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Yeah, Alex Xavier just took it over that right side. He got good blocks and took it through and gets another Panther 1st down. Their 7th. Escalante is managing to trail him pretty well, but having trouble bringing him down.
So it's going to be, ball's going to be marked at the 41-yard line for another 1st and 10 here. You have Twins to both sides once again for the Jow Panthers. 55, Jesus Carrion's going to snap the ball now to number 22, Xavier Carrion. He's going to give a little move, and he's going to run to the right side and run up for another quarterback keeper, another gain of about 16 yards.
Yeah, another 16-yard gain, and, you know, he did kind of held it just a little bit, waiting for the fake pitch, took it around, and was brought down eventually by Thomas Atencio. But still another Panther 1st down. The Panthers on the march. Alex Xavier, 8 carries now for 92 yards.
1st and 10. Something about the time. I can hear the ref a little bit.
The ref is telling them to keep an eye on the timer. They're unhappy with the way the clock is being managed.
I'm not sure what was happening.
Yeah, I think just
Good thing you got Don down there letting us know.
yeah, keep telling him to wind it. Well, we're winding it, so I don't know.
It's going. I mean, it's going.
I don't know what their complaint is.
I don't know if it's the play clock that they were unhappy about. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have a play
Anyways,
clock
looks
here,
like
so.
22, Xavier Carrion is going to go to the left for Jacob to receive the snap. He's going to try to run it to the left side, but he's brought down and swarmed immediately for a loss of about 2.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him forward progress. Yep, no gain on the play on the Wildcat as they went directly to Lujan. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cats, and they'll just put it, or rather for the Panthers, just put it in the middle of the field.
Just got back to the line of scrimmage. Number 18 coming in, Isaiah Rodriguez to call the play for the Panthers. Waiting in the huddle.
Again, the Panthers could really make a statement if they can just go ahead and drive it in and punch it in on this drive. Eating a lot of clock here, 9 minutes remaining here in the 1st half.
And here comes your snap to number 22, Alex Xavier Carrion. There's a snap, going to hand it off. Oh, it's going to be a fake handoff, so number 22 is going to keep it and run it to the right, to the middle of the field. Another gain for about 16 yards there.
Very, very good fake. It was effective, very effective.
Fortunately, I think we've got a hold on the far side. There's Laundry out at the 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
So I would be willing to bet that this one is going to be coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it'll be a hold on the Panthers. So it wipe out the 12-yard gain, and it'll be a 10-yard penalty on the Panthers. Their 3rd for 30 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be from the spot of the foul. That'll move them back to midfield, and we'll replay 2nd down. It'll wind up being 2nd and about 16.
Bring them back a lot of yards.
Reason why the result of that was so effective, I guess. But Panthers can do that play without incurring a penalty. That's what they want to do.
Worked almost every time for them. Anyways, you do have Twins to both sides. Once again for the Panthers, looks like that's going to be their formation this whole game almost. Here's the snap to number 22, Xavier Carrion. He's going to roll out right, throw a deep pass to number 7, Ethan Sandoval, for a Panther touchdown there. He got past number, can't see that number down there. Looks like he was a little faster and just caught the ball for a touchdown there.
Yeah, Sandoval managed to spring himself free. He got behind the defense, and he had a step and a great pass by Ketillon. Just laid it out to him in that right seam on the little up-and-go route, and it works. And the Panthers take the 20-0 lead.
I think that's is that the first pass that he has thrown this game? They don't
second
pass, and they don't pass very often. But boy, when it's that effective, that's nice. Kind of surprised Escalante with that.
And here comes the Panthers for the extra point. There's a snap, good hold, and there's the kick, and it's gonna be good for the Panthers. Just gonna give them a 21-0 lead here.
So just a great drive by the Panthers and moving it down and doing everything that they really needed to do. They had one little penalty that didn't quite go their way, but still works out in the end, 21-0 for the Panthers with 8:15 remaining here in this first half of play. A big thank you to our friends at Lasco Construction. Whenever your construction needs are, Lasco Construction, all over Lee County and West Texas. Call the good folks at Lasco, proud supporters of all Lee County and Jowl Panther athletics. Today's game also brought to you by our friends at Panther Drive-In, who also in play, our very own Adam Juarez. So Panther Drive-In after the game, go stop in. You heard Adam say you've got to get the steak fingers or the chicken fried steak, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What do you put with it?
Gravy, mashed potatoes, and green beans.
Okay, so that's not even any hesitation on that.
Mm-hmm.
So we know what to get over at Panther Drive-In right here in Jowl. Go see them. They are over by the Allsups on the highway, and they will be happy to see you before the game, after the game, or anytime. They have breakfast too, right, Adam?
Mm-hmm. And make sure you grab a big red float.
Okay, big red. I've never had a big red float. Dawn, have you?
I don't think so. What makes the red float red, Adam?
I don't know.
It's a mystery, but it's delicious, huh?
It's a secret. So our good friends at Panther Drive-In, we welcome them aboard as sponsors of Panther Sports.
And here comes Isaiah Rodriguez, number 18, to kick the ball away. It's going to be a far high kick back to number 21. And he's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped by his own player.
He handed it off. He handed it off to number 10, Luca Torres, I believe.
Yeah, I did go to Torres as they tried the starburst, but Jowl not falling for it that time. Great job by the Panthers staying at home and getting the stop. Nolbert Cervantes was like, yep, I think I saw where that went, so I'm just going to blow you up back inside the 20.
He even ran into his own player back there.
That will sometimes happen in the starburst. So spotted at the 14-yard line officially. 21-0, Panthers in the lead. And so far, the Escalante Lobos have moved backwards. They're at negative 17 yards in the first half.
So lost one from when you last said it.
Yes, they have.
Still 21-0 here in your second quarter with 8 minutes remaining. And here comes the Panther defense onto the field. Number 2, I believe that is Trey Archuleta, as you're going to be your quarterback. Receiving the snap here.
And he's still got Torres in the backfield with him.
There's a snap. He's gonna hand it off to Torres actually, and he's gonna be swallowed up by number 55.
Line is they've got some monsters up there, and they've just been manhandling the trenches.
Yeah, they've got really for Escalante number 31, 32. That would be Horan and Atencio are the only real size that they've got up front.
So it'll be 2nd down and 14 now for the Lobos, deep inside their own territory.
And here comes a snap to number 2, Archuleta. Or maybe not. And there's a snap to him. He's going to run to the left and stopped almost immediately there.
Great job by Ethan Sandoval as he shot the gap that was created on the left side and came around to the right, and Archuleta nowhere to run on that, and he's going to lose a couple more yards on that one.
Yeah, two plays in a row that Jowl's defense just sniffed it out from the snap practically.
So now 3rd down and 16. You've got to think at some point Escalante has got to realize, this whole running thing, I know it's what we do, but it's not working. Maybe we should start trying to throw it a little more. Archuleta is 1 for 2 for no yards, and he almost got the one that wasn't completed intercepted. So, Jowl's defense is just playing tough. And I've got to think of passing down here with 3rd and 16.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Oh, looks like number 53 is going to jump there.
Yep.
So a false start. It's going to be called against the Lobos.
Yeah, that just kind of adds insult to injury there, so that'll move them back inside the 10, and it'll go from being 3rd and 16 to 3rd and 21.
Just in front of the 5, right about the 4-yard line. We're going to spot it at the 4.
Quarterback better have an arm here.
Yeah, he better, because it's basically 3rd down and Kermit.
And they're sitting just 4 yards from their own end zone. So, yeah, this is dangerous territory if you're Escalante.
And you got to think maybe Coach Giles and the defensive staff going to dial up the heat here and see if maybe they can't get a safety, especially if this becomes a passing down.
Yeah, we'll see at number 3. Yuli Cervantes is going to get after the quarterback like he usually does here. Him and number 55 on the left side.
Yeah, you don't want to have Cadillon mad at you for sure. And Yuli with the speed can fly through there if he's got an opening.
And here comes a snap. Oh, they're going to punt the ball actually on 3rd down. It's going to go to about Jake. Oh, Jacob's going to get it, and he's going to fumble.
Oh.
And it looks like the Panthers don't fall on it, and the Lobos do.
And that one was just as Grayson Haran bobbled, it gets the return. And I think Jacob maybe just trying too hard to do something there. He should have just let it bounce and keep going and then get down. You often don't see a punt on third down at that time. But, yeah, just a turnover for the Panthers and a miscue gives the ball to Escalante, their best field position up at the 40.
And it all started when Dominic Arellano was the guy who got the ball and did a little quick surprise punt. And Jowl initially fell on it, and it skittered away. And, of course, really ended up in the hands of Escalante, but even after the initial recovery by Jowl.
Sorry, go ahead, Adam.
He just kept slipping out.
So the Lobos get a break there and now have it up at their own 40-yard line, their best field position.
And here comes the snap to Archuleta. It's going to try to go keeper, but he didn't lead.
Taylor is really just kind of almost stubbornly staying to his game plan. When your quarterback has no time and your running backs have no room to run, you haven't had a lot of luck passing. You're not a passing team, but you might ought to think about starting to throw some things out into the flats, trying to get it into the hands of your wide receivers just on some short passes.
Definitely.
And that's probably the most football thing I will say all day as far as my analysis goes.
It's going to be 2nd and 12 now for the Lobos. Here comes the snap to Archuleta. He's going to run a quarterback keeper, try to go up the middle, and he's swallowed again there by number 55, Jesus Carrion. I'm going to say loss of like 2 more.
Yeah, maybe. I think they may give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it looks like they're going to lose another yard on it. So 3rd
and 13 now for the Lobos.
Coming up from the bottom of the pile was Houston. He managed to kind of get a little swipe tackle and get a piece of that to start things off.
So the Lobos march backwards on offense continues, but the clock continues to march down to 3.5 minutes to go first half. 21-0 Jowl in the lead.
That quarterback keeper is not working at all for them either. Number 2, Archuleta's going to be back to receive the snap, and I can't see the number behind him.
Number 10.
But looks like he's going to try to roll left and pass the ball to number 34. That worked there for him. Give him a gain of about maybe
call it a gain
7?
of about 8.
8, yeah.
I think Escalante may be listening to you guys. That's exactly what they decided to do, was try a little pass, and it worked.
It looks like the Panthers are going to call a timeout.
And they got that out. Was that Grayson Haran who caught the pass? Was that 31 or was that
34?
Arellano.
So Arellano, all right. So the 8-yard completion to Arellano, and that is the first offensive play that has gone for positive yardage today for the Escalante Lobos. While we have a moment, big thanks to our friends at Mike Guerin State Farm Insurance for home, life, auto, anywhere in Lee County with offices in Jowl and in Hobbs. Mike Guerin, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And IPS Incorporated, great supporters of all Lee County and Jowl Panther athletics. We appreciate IPS being a part of the Panther athletic family here on the Hobbs Sports the Jowl Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I got too many websites going on around here. Of course, the winner of this ball game will move on to take on the Eunice Cardinals next week in the 2A semifinals, and I believe that game, no matter who wins this one, would be there in Eunice. But right now, looking like it would be the Panthers.
Yep, he scores 21-0, 4th down and 5 for the Lobos. Here comes the Panther defense onto the field.
And you've got to think they're just going to punt it away here.
Oh, yeah.
You might think about a fake here. But I'm thinking probably a punt.
We'll see if Jacob touches this one, tries to run it back. Looks like they're trying to get...
Yeah, Jal showing blitz. They're bringing the house on this. And timeout is going to be taken now by Archuleta.
I bet the Lobos just try to catch us off sides there, make us jump.
Yeah, not going to work on that one. So 4th down and 5 to go, 3:09 remaining. Probably ought to take a 30-second timeout here, Adam, as Panther football continues from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Mayor Matt White and the employees of the City of Jowl are proud of their Jowl Panthers. They know with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Way to go, Jowl Panthers. For information on the City of Jowl, call 395-3340. That's 395-3340. The City of Jowl, 309 South Main Street. The City of Jowl is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Way to go, Jowl Panthers. The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
And welcome back to Jowl Panther Playoff Football here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And on HobbsAmerica.com. Out of the timeout by the Lobos, looks like they have decided they will punt it away. With Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle, and with the call, here's Adam Juarez.
So you can have your punter number 34, I believe that is.
Yep, so what, 34
Dominic.
again? Mm-hmm.
Yep, Dominic Ediano.
And here comes the long snap. Back to number 34. There's the punt bar back to Jacob Lujan, but he's going to let it roll out of bounds. About at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call there. Don't try and do too much. It cost the Panthers. Didn't cost them any points, and it didn't really cost them anything but just time on the board. 3:03 remaining now in the first half. Up 21-0 is normally, a team's up 21-0. They're going to be thinking, wow, we've got this in hand. The Panthers have actually got to be maybe a little bit disappointed in their first half thus far.
Well, it's interesting you say that because up there with some of the Jowl team and Coach Giles' family, and they know people in Escalante, and some of the Escalante folks had said, well, we're not going to make that long drive to just see the game over at halftime. So even Escalante was expecting that they might be down a lot further by this time.
Well, Escalante, they've taken advantage of some Jowl mistakes, to be sure.
Yeah, but there's a snap. He's going to roll out left. Carry on's going to pass it to number 1, Jacob Lujan. Oh, and Lujan bobbles and drops the pass through his hands there.
Jacob had a step on his defender down the field. If he can control that, it was a little bit underthrown by Carrion. Maybe sailed on him just a little bit.
Yeah, Lujan had to turn back around just a bit to get it, and he was getting pressure by Vance downfield. Vance still away behind him, but still a few steps behind.
Yeah, might have sailed just a little bit on Carrion in the wind. It is gusty. Probably, about 15, 20 miles an hour down there, Don?
Yes, it is. I mean, it's almost blown my papers, my rosters away a couple of times. It is gusty.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock stops, 2:56 remaining here in the first half. Panthers up 21-0.
You have twins to both sides once again for the Panthers. 22, Xavier Carrion's going to receive the snap. He's going to do a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's running a little bit farther, and he's still going. He's finally brought down.
Flag on the play, though.
Yeah, this one's coming down as there was a hold right up the middle as it looked like Carrion grabbed on to Martinez right about the 35-yard line. So that'll wipe out that big gain of 21 yards, and this one will be coming back.
No signals yet. Good.
It will be a hold on the Panthers.
So bringing it back 10 yards.
Yep, it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it'll be second down and about 15 or 16 from the mark. The Panthers, their fourth penalty of the game for 40 yards. So second and 15 now, as that would happen 5 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. Really, I mean, the Panthers have kind of been their own worst enemy in this ball game.
Penalties are kind of killing them right now.
Got to think they're going to adjust on that at halftime some.
Definitely give them a little pep talk in the locker room.
That's a pep talk I'm not sure I'm old enough to hear.
There's a snap to number 22. He's going to roll out left, looking for a receiver, and he looks like he's going to find Jacob Lujan, but he overthrew him there.
And Jacob had to make an adjustment as Alex Xavier was under some pressure as he was trying to roll away from
Vance and Emery were both out there.
So another incompletion, and it sailed. Instead of coming up the seam, he threw it back towards the middle of the field. And, again, Jacob having to make some adjustments. And so now it's third down and 15 for the Panthers with 2.5 to go in the first half. Escalante will have the ball to start the second half.
So number 18, Isaiah Rodriguez, is going to come in. Oh, number 10, actually, I think that is Fernando Rubio.
Yep, Fernando coming in
to call the play for the Panthers. Third and 15 now for the Panthers. You can have twins to both sides once again for the Panthers. Usually you don't see that often whenever Panthers play. There's always one to the right and two to the left.
So trying something a little different today.
Yep, there's a snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to be brought down, but not before he gets a couple of yards there.
Yeah, going to wind up with about 10 on the play, and so it'll be fourth down and 5 as he gets the penalty back. And that will put Alex Xavier over the century mark now with 1:02, and they're going to go quickly.
It's going to be a no huddle there, so here comes the snap to carry on. He's going to run it up the middle again, a quarterback keeper, and that time he's going to get it.
Yep, he forward across to the 1-yard line as he's going to pick up 7, and it'll move chains for the Panthers as now they're going to go.
No huddle again.
Yep, going to the 2-minute quick strike offense.
And here comes number 22, Alex Xavier, to snap the ball. He's going to roll out left once again, looking for, and he's looking for find him. So he's going to do a quarterback and keep it at a yard run.
Yeah, as he goes into Escalante territory, nothing developing down the field.
As he's finally brought down by Ezekiel Martinez, slung down.
Another battle, though, I believe. Twins to the right and left. Here comes the snap. He's going to roll out left again, give it to Jacob. Receiver screen there, and he's going to get it 3-4 on that.
Yeah, he got pushed out of bounds right away.
Yeah, so it'll be a 3-yard completion, so 2nd and 7, but when he gets out of bounds, and so that will stop the clock. So now the Panthers can go back into the huddle and just kind of slow things up.
Obviously, Jal's game plan here is to get down the field and get into the end zone with another score before halftime.
Give a little bit of points on the board.
Yeah, especially with the Lobos having the ball to start the second half, you would like to go ahead and get up by 4 scores. Then if your defense can continue to do what it does on your first possession of the second half, you could get it to running clock.
Alex Xavier was able to come over and talk to the coach himself and bring in the play.
Here comes your O-line getting down, getting ready to snap the ball to Alex Xavier carry on number 22.
And his deep back, as always, is Lujan.
And it looks like Lujan's going to receive the snap, but they're going to...
Actually, that was Sandoval who took the Wildcat.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, number 7.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking when you do some things like that, it'll probably be a false start. And yep, that's exactly what it is. 5th penalty, 45 yards on the Panthers, moving back 5. So it'll be 2nd down and 15. Ball still inside Escalante territory.
Yeah. Hoping to get a score here before halftime.
2nd and 13 is where they're gonna spot it. It'll be 2nd and 13 here.
Should be 2nd and 15, I was thinking, but no, with the 3-yard completion. Yeah, that's right.
And
2nd
actually,
and 13. You're right.
They had actually given it just 2 yards before officially. So sorry.
Looks like you're gonna have Jacob Lujan as your receiver on the left, the only receiver out there.
Yeah, you got Jacob far left, and then got somebody in the slot over here. Turn around, young man, so I can see your number.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see him there. 11, Ito Arroyo, I believe that is.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
I couldn't even see him. I thought he was on the sideline.
I couldn't see him because the ref was right in front of him over here.
So we've got some discussion going on.
We have. The refs are all...
I'm not sure what in the world's going on here, so...
Coach Lujan's going to go talk to him,
I
though.
think the officials are taking it's an official timeout. And the coaches...
I think they're asking for a spot.
The coach is arguing the spot.
Of course,
in fact, he's pouring water right where he thinks that spot should have been.
So we'll find out what is going on, I guess.
Blood on the field, maybe.
Okay.
That's what he's pouring the water and diluting the blood on the field. So, and I think it was a ref who pointed it out. So that's why Coach came over with the water bottles.
Something you got to worry about with the field turf. Didn't have to worry about it so much when it was the natural surface here.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to actually call for a towel and go ahead and wipe those places out after they diluted them with the water.
Of course, don't forget, if the Panthers go on to win this ball game, and they should, they will take on the Eunice Cardinals in the 2A semifinals. That'll be next week, either Friday or Saturday, depending on what the two schools decide, a rematch of last year's state championship game. Of course, because of the who owes whom rule in the state of New Mexico, even though JAL is number one, would still have to play that at Cardinal Stadium in Eunice.
We do have scores from last night's game.
As I guess maybe the cleanup about done. That was a thrilling game last night, though.
It was, yeah.
In Eunice, as Eunice with 1 minute left takes their first lead of the game and wins by a point.
And it was even better with Jimmy Jones calling.
Jimmy did get a little excited in the course of that ball game. He certainly did. We've got an exciting one for you here, though, this afternoon, especially if you are one of the Panther faithful. JAL leading 21-0. 93 seconds remaining first half after the blood cleanup, and good catch down there, Dawn, on it being bodily fluids on the field that aren't allowed.
I can't see that number next to Jacob.
He's got number 7 behind him.
7. There's a snap. He's going to roll out left. Looks like he's going to just throw it out of bounds there, throw it away so he don't get sacked for a loss there.
Yeah, there really wasn't anybody in the neighborhood here.
Pressure by Ezekiel Martinez, too.
Yeah.
And that helps. It'll stop the clock there.
They're not going to call it because he did have somebody.
Yeah, in the general vicinity, Fernando Rubio was at least in the neighborhood, and I think
about
they're
10
going to
yards.
say close
He was
enough.
probably about 10 yards away from where the football was thrown, but they're going to say no problem.
And it doesn't look like, Coach DeYap is kind of, it looked like he was trying to talk to the side judge over there, who just kind of wandered away from him. So I think he was arguing for the intentional grounding call. So now a 3rd and 13 for the Panthers.
If he'd thrown it about 10 yards further, I might could have reached out and gotten it.
I don't think you're an eligible receiver, though.
I think you're right.
I think that's a flag down there.
Mm-hmm.
13 to go.
We've managed to not get flagged for the broadcast crew in about 10 years. I'd like to keep it that way.
Do what I can.
There's a snap to number 22, Xavier Carrion. The snap was bobbled there. He's going to drop back to pass, looking for a receiver. He's going to find Jacob Lujan, and he's going to drop it again.
Yeah.
He's going to bounce off his chest there.
Yeah, Jacob is having a hard time hanging onto the football, especially when Alex Xavier has just let it fly. But again, he got himself open, had position, but that is 3 that he's dropped.
Yeah,
he had himself open. He got away from Luca Torres, and Emery was also in the vicinity. But, yeah, it's just a dropped, a missed opportunity. Boy, nobody's more aggravated about it than he.
Yeah.
He just immediately hit his legs in frustration. But JAL can make it right.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a 4th and 13 here for the Panthers with 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in your second quarter. Or until halftime. Number 1, Jacob Lujan's going to be back behind Carrion now. Looks like he's going to drop back to pass Carrion. And he's going to do he's just going to scramble himself, run it out to the left, and he's still up and going. And he's going to run out of bounds at around the 31, 32-yard line. They're going to mark it to 31 there for a first down.
So it'll be a pickup. Yeah, be a pickup of 18. He was looking to pass, but good coverage down the field for the secondary for Escalante. Nobody open, but the seas parted, and he was able to get a big run. So he's now got 139 rushing yards on 12 carries and 1 minute exactly left here in this first half.
Yeah, and you're going to have twins to both sides once again for the Panthers.
First and 10
Number 22, Xavier Carrion is your quarterback, and behind him is going to be number 1, Jacob Lujan. There's a snap to number 22, Carrion. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to run it right up the middle for a gain of about 5 or 6, giving him about a 2nd and 4.
So a nice move up the middle. The Panthers still with one timeout, but they're going to go with the hurry up instead.
There's a snap to number 22. He's going to drop back the pass, and he does find number 11, Ito Arroyo, for a pass, and he will get the first down.
So Arroyo inside the 15 down to about the 14. It'll be an 11-yard completion and another first down for the Panthers.
Looks like 11, Ito Arroyo was looking for a face mask call there that he did not get. Here comes the snap for number 22. He's going to run it up the middle. A quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he's going to be downed at the 1-yard line.
So it'll be a 13-yard first down on the keeper and move the chains. First and goal, Panthers.
Looks like it's going to be a timeout called for the Panthers. So we'll take the timeout with them, go to Delaware Water Company.
Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of JAL Athletics. Delaware Water Company helps keep our drinking water clean and available by supplying water recycling services for our produced oil-filled water. Delaware Water Company loves being a part of the youth of the community. Their Panthers are hardworking students, and with hard work and dedication, they can accomplish anything. Delaware Water Company encourages you to come out to the games or view it on YouTube or HobbsAmerica.com. Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
One, two, three.
And 1, 2, 3, we are back. And welcome back, Jal Panther playoff football from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Jal Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Also at HobbsAmerica.com as we head back to the action. First and goal from the 2 with 24 seconds remaining in the half. Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle, and here's the voice of the Panthers, Adam Juarez.
Number 22, your quarterback, Xavier Carrion. Looks like they're going to just bunch up there.
Yeah, go with the jumbo package and just let Alex Xavier take it right in.
Yep. He's going to jump over the pile for a touchdown for the JAL Panthers. Your score is going to be 27-20 here.
And so now the point after to come for the Panthers.
Looks like number 18, Isaiah Rodriguez. Oh, or will they go for 2? Nope. Just going to kick it away.
Yep. Deciding to go ahead and kick it. And I think that is the right choice here with Isaiah Rodriguez. Got a good leg. If they can get protection up front, he's got more than enough to get it through. Of course, he got one under pressure earlier, and he did still manage to sneak it over the crossbar.
So here comes the long snap for the Panthers. Good snap, good hold there. And it's going to go right into the uprights. It is good. 28-0 with 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And now if you're the Panthers, you got to think about what you're going to do here. If you might want to think about seeing if you can maybe flip. I mean, you're up by 4 scores. Coach Giles can be very aggressive. He might want to think about just doing an onside kick, seeing if he could recover it. I mean, it's not like his defense has let him down yet today. They're pitching the shutout. So might want to think about, an onside kick and maybe just a quick score to go in to halftime.
That would kind of be a good decision.
Of course, I would be willing to bet you that Escalante, if they get the kick, they're probably going to just kneel it down and try and, get the number of the bus that hit them here in this first half. 28-0, Panthers in the lead.
So here comes the kick team for the Panthers. That would be a good idea just to go ahead and kick the onside, see if you can score one more touchdown before half.
You can give yourself a couple of plays at it.
Another pass to Jacob Lujan. Maybe he won't drop that one.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic for Jacob to kind of have those bobbles and those drops.
He is one of the better players on the Panther team. There's the kick, and they are just going to boot it away. Right to number 10. And it looked like he's just going to be swallowed up right behind him.
Yeah, as coming up and bringing it through was Torres, and Jal very lucky there. Colby Vargas looked like he had him up around the collar, so they may call a horse collar on him as there is a flag on the far side of the field.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the players came up and kind of, shook it out, patted it out. There was no problem there. I think it was really more of an incidental contact if they do call the face mask. I don't think it was the personal foul
Yeah,
variety,
I did hear some
but we'll
face
see.
mask calls too, so we'll see what they say. And it will be personal foul face masks. They are going to get the Panthers
To make it, wow.
for the personal foul. That'll be the second personal foul face mask against the Panthers. Now 6 penalties, 60 yards against Jal. And so that is going to put the Lobos up near the 40-yard line. And that will give them a realistic shot if they can protect Archuleta, maybe getting something down the field as they might try and get a late score here. They do still have one timeout left and 15 seconds to work with.
It's enough to run a couple of plays. Maybe a good arm will get you a touchdown.
Of course, the Panther D has been all over Archuleta today, so not sure they're going to give him time to spring anybody free down the field.
Yeah.
And Jal is going to go into the prevent defense and just drop everybody back 30, 40 yards. They're going to go ahead and concede anything underneath, but those big four across the front can still come in and bring that pressure.
They could even just kneel it down.
And that might be what they do. Nope.
Nope, they're just going to run it out to the left side. Archuleta's going to run for about a 10-yard gain to the left side there.
Yeah, give him 12, and that is his first positive yard of the game. That's just the second first down for the Lobos, and it will move their chains.
And that also could be just because the Jal Panthers had him all drop back, so there was no one up there to stop him.
Yeah, they're just giving them they decided to go ahead and just give them the room and the space. 6 seconds left as Escalante is going to take the time out, though. While we've got a moment, say a big thank you to all the good folks who make Jal Panther football possible here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Couldn't do it without Lasco Construction, Delaware Water Company, Fullco Trucking, the Jal Clinic, the City of Jal, Lavelle Insurance, Nana's Cafe, Panther Energy, Quality Transport, the Panther Drive-In, Woolworth Community Library, the Jal Schools, Mike Guerin State Farm Insurance, and IPS Incorporated. Appreciate them making Panther football possible here on this Saturday afternoon and in the playoffs.
So they're going to have enough time for one more play here for the Lobos.
Yeah, Jal just going to drop back in the prevent once again.
Here comes a snap to Archuleta. He's going to drop back to pass a little screenplay to the receiver.
Yep, and it is complete on the far side. It'll be good for a 2-yard gain, but that'll get us to the end of the half. Don, did you catch who caught that ball on the far side? I think it was.
There was already a crowd around him on the far side. I couldn't see that.
I think it was Adiano. So his second catch of the afternoon. So halftime here at Panther Stadium. Jal 28-0 for the Escalante Lobos. Adam, let's go ahead and play some spots, take a timeout, and we'll come back with your Panther halftime show coming up. This is Panther Football.
When you want an old-fashioned meal that hits the spot every time, you have to try Nana's Cafe in Jal. Nana's Cafe is known for their delicious home-cooked meals. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you'll never be disappointed. Call 395-2132. That's 395-2132. Nana's Cafe, 301 South Main Street in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community and Jal athletics. Everyone from Nana's Cafe is cheering you on all the way. Jal Panthers.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. The Jal Clinic and Dental Clinic wish the Jal Panthers the best of luck as they take on new challenges. Everyone at the Jal Clinic and Jal Dental Clinic will be cheering you on. JAL Clinic professionals are honored to serve the JAL community and all their healthcare needs. The JAL Clinic has lab and x-ray capabilities and now has a dental clinic, a clinic you can rely on. For an appointment, call 395-3400. That's 395-3400. JAL Clinic, 805 West Kansas, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
When you want an old-fashioned meal that hits the spot every time, you have to try Nana's Cafe in Jowl. Nana's Cafe is known for their delicious home-cooked meals. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you'll never be disappointed. Call 395-2132. That's 395-2132. Nana's Cafe, 301 South Main Street in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community and Jowl athletics. Everyone from Nana's Cafe is cheering you on all the way. Jowl Panthers.
Mayor Matt White and the employees of the City of Jowl are proud of their Jowl Panthers. They know with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Way to go, Jowl Panthers! For information on the City of Jowl, call 395-3340. That's 395-3340. The City of Jowl, 309 South Main Street. The City of Jowl is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Way to go, Jowl Panthers!
And welcome back to Jowl Panther playoff football from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle alongside Adam Juarez up in the booth. Thanks for being with us on this Saturday afternoon. 28-0, the Panthers leading here at halftime. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. We will start with the visiting Escalante Lobos. It's been pretty tough sledding for them as Trey Archuleta has gone 3 of 4 for just 10 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Lucky that one of them didn't get intercepted. So 2 of those 3 completions, and the only ones for positive yards to Dominic Ariano. He has 2 catches for 10 yards. On the ground, the Panthers have absolutely shut down the Lobos' ground game. Archuleta right now is their leading rusher. He's got 9 carries for no yards. 9 carries, no yards. Their other big running back, Luca Torres, 3 carries for negative 14 yards. And that's it as far as the offense goes for the Lobos. They get 10 yards through the air, negative 14 on the ground, which means minus 4 yards total in the ballgame. They were flagged 5 times for 30 yards in the first half. They did get 2 first downs, and one of those was on that 12-yard was on a 12-yard quarterback keeper when Jowl had dropped back into prevent defense, and the other was on a Jowl penalty. So no turnovers for the Lobos in the first half, and as we mentioned, no score. For your Jowl Panthers, through the air, Alexavier Carrion, 3 of 8, 64 yards, 1 touchdown. That a 50-yard strike to Ethan Sandoval. Sandoval, 1 catch, 50 yards, is the leading receiver for the Panthers. On the ground, Carrion with 15 carries, 160 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jacob Lujan, 7 carries for 103 yards. He also has a 27-yard touchdown scamper to his credit. 64 through the air, 263 on the ground, 327 total for the Panthers in the first half. The Jowl squad was flagged 6 times for 60 yards in the first half. They racked up 13 first downs, score 14 points in the first, 14 in the second, and that's how they get to their 28 points on the board. 1 turnover that cost them a possession and maybe running clock at the start of the second half, but kind of a herky-jerky start, to use an old-fashioned term, Adam, for the Panthers. I mean, 28-0, nothing to be real disappointed about, but they haven't executed maybe as well as Coach Giles would want them to. So we'll see what I'm sure they're making some adjustments in the locker room for the second half. But from what you saw in the first half, Adam, what do you think the Panthers are going to want and need to do coming out for the third quarter?
Well, their run game didn't come out as strong as it usually does here for the Panthers today. Maybe it's just because they're off on a Saturday.
Well, it could be. I know a lot of coaches, especially in the early rounds, like to play on Friday night, if at all possible, just to keep the week as similar as it can be. Of course, with Escalante having to come down from Tierra Amarilla, which, believe me, it is a long, long, long way to Tierra Amarilla. It's just south of Chama, which is right on the Colorado border, and it is about an 8-hour drive in a car, so on a bus, probably about a 10-hour trip. So, I'm guessing that Escalante probably came up last night, probably stayed in Hobbs, and then came in here this morning. I wouldn't think they would have made that drive today.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted to have made that drive today. I've done it. It is not much fun. Let's bring Dawn Morgan back into the conversation here. So, Dawn, from what you've seen fieldside, Panthers in the first half, I mean, a 28-0 lead, not much to be upset about, but what were you hearing them talk about as they headed to the locker room and before the end of the half?
I think she said a little bit of surprise on their part that a few misfires, some fumbles here. I mean, there was a low snap, a fumble on special teams, dropped passes, in a couple of paces. So Jal's not playing a perfect game today, but they're playing well enough to be on the scoreboard 28-0. It's just that in so many games that Jal has played all season long, 28-0 is sometimes the end of their first quarter score. So if they compare it to the way they played this season, then yes, maybe they're a little frustrated, pointed on their execution, but overall they have to be happy that they're up at halftime 28-0 and the game pretty firmly in hand. But Escalante's got to be pretty happy about coming in and feeling like they've slowed Jal down, and held, and Jal has just been held to 28 points in the first half, because for Jal that's a low score at halftime, for comparing it to the rest of the season.
Well, it certainly is. You're right on that, but I think the defense has done a magnificent job, even though maybe the offense isn't hitting on all cylinders like they would want to. The defense has definitely stepped up. I mean, -4 yards, and until they dropped back into the prevent, it was negative, as I'm doing the math quickly in my head, which is never a good thing. So, they were at -26 yards for much of that first half. So the defense, definitely no problems there as they've come in loaded for bear and just absolutely swallowing up these Lobos.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've got to be happy with most of their game. It's just a few things here and there that, and who knows why.
Well, and, anything can happen. And again,
sure.
Saturdays, a little bit different than what they're used to under the Friday night lights, and just moving on into the playoffs, and weird things can often happen in the playoffs, and Escalante, to their credit, has come up, and there's been no quit in that Lobos squad.
No, not absolutely. I mean, Escalante came here and thought, well, we may be, the super underdog here, but we're going to play our best, and they have been able to slow Jal down a bit, and to, as you said, their defense has been pretty effective in many of the situations so far in this first half. I think Jal just needs to come out and continue to be, they need to just play within themselves, and it looks like they've been pretty methodical, pretty deliberate, except for the hurry up downs right for the half. So if Jal just come out and play the second half like they're playing here, then it's not going to be a problem for them.
No, I don't think it will be either. And, of course, Escalante will have the ball to start the second half, so it's going to be imperative for Jal, I think, to come out and force a 3-and-out and then see if they can punch one in quickly. Go ahead and get the running clock in this one. So, right. Adam, how has this compared so far to the 8 games you've done prior to this one? Really 8.5, 9 games prior to this one, other than maybe with the Texaco game kind of being the outlier. How does this one compare?
Usually the games that we do is a little bit of a faster pace because Jal's scoring a lot, and then our defense is getting stops after stops after stops. And out here in this one, it's like they're both stopping each other. Jal's not scoring as fast as they usually do, and they're taking a little bit more time to run their offense.
Yeah, taking the air out of the ball, as it's called sometimes. Sorry, Dawn, go ahead.
And Jal certainly has incurred quite a few penalties, in this first half, too, and some of them at bad times that kind of slowed their forward progress down a bit and, maybe forced them to go for an out, a couple of times, which is not something that Jal is accustomed to doing or seeing.
No, it's really not, as they've been the offensive juggernaut really pretty much all year. And you would think with us talking that we were down 28-0, but no, we're up 28-0. It's just been maybe a little bit off kilter than what we're we're used to seeing. I have a feeling that Coach Giles and the rest of this staff are going to be making some pretty, maybe not big adjustments, but trying to get this squad refocused coming out for the second half.
Definitely, yeah. They need to make a little bit of adjustments on their running game, too.
Well, they do, and the running game, 263 rushing yards, not a real big problem there. And, they kind of got away from it a little bit late in that second quarter. And, Alex Xavier, 3 of 8, 64 yards in the passing game. Really, if Jacob Lujan, and he just had kind of, maybe a little nerves out there opening round of the playoffs, so was targeted 3 times. And or actually was targeted 4 times, but he dropped 3 of them. Very uncharacteristic. I mean, we could be looking at probably 42-0 on a couple of those passes, and with Alex Xavier probably being somewhere around 5 of 8, 140 yards with 3 touchdowns instead of 3 of 8, 64 and 1, as the Panthers are heading into the Panther Tunnel, getting ready to come out here in just a few minutes for the warm-ups of the second half, and looking forward to a great second half of football. Don't forget, of course, the winner of this one will move on to next week, and we'll head to Cardinal Stadium in Eunice to take on the number 4 seeded Eunice Cardinals. Of course, the Cardinals may be number 4 seed, but they are the defending state champions. As the Panthers come back out on the field, we will take another timeout and come back and get ready for the second half of action. This is Jowl Panther Playoff Football from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe and HobbsAmerica.com.
The Jowl Clinic and Dental Clinic wish the Jowl Panthers the best of luck as they take on new challenges. Everyone at the Jowl Clinic and Jowl Dental Clinic will be cheering you on. Jowl Clinic professionals are honored to serve the Jowl community and all their healthcare needs. The Jowl Clinic has lab and x-ray capabilities and now has a dental clinic, a clinic you can rely on. For an appointment, call 395-3400. That's 395-3400. Jowl Clinic, 805 West Kansas, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics. As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Lavelle Insurance, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Jowl Panther Playoff Football here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe and on HobbsAmerica.com. With Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle alongside Adam Juarez up in the booth, getting ready for the start of the second half of this one. So the Panthers and the Lobos both back out onto the field, and looking forward to the second half. Now, Adam, Don, I've got to bring this up. Does Coach Giles do what we talked about maybe at the end of the first half? Does he maybe try and start out with a bang and do an onside to start the second half?
I think he'll just kick it back.
Just kick it back, let the defense handle it?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably right. I think some coaches might do something different, but I think in the game, 28 up here, they're pretty. I think they'll be pretty confident that they can get another score on the board within a few minutes, try to get that up to running clock. So I think they probably just kick it away.
All right. I will defer to the judgment of my two partners here this afternoon. So a beautiful day, a little bit breezy out there. How is the wind condition on the field, Dawn?
It's a little breezy. It's gustier at times, so the gusts can be a little unpredictable. But really, it's warm enough that the breeze kind of feels good. I mean, these players are definitely working hard, working up a sweat. You know, I'm enough I can smell the sweat and hear the crunch of bodies, and they're working very hard on this sunny Saturday afternoon. So that breeze actually can feel a little bit good. I don't think it's not strong enough now to really affect the game or any problem. If the ball was up in the air on a pass in the right conditions and a strong gust came along, maybe. But you know, that's you play against the odds there.
As the Panthers will be defending the south goal, so they're kicking off south to the north. That is right to left from our perspective from here at Panther Stadium. As the Panthers special teams kicking team out there like, all right, let's go. As Escalante a little slow, but then again, the officials are just now coming out. You can't play without officials.
Yep.
You might want to sometimes. No, I kid. We love all of our officials, and we don't get to play without them on the field too. So, very underrated part of the game, and there certainly aren't enough of them in the state right now. And we saw that early in the year with a lot of games having to get moved to Thursdays and Saturdays just because not enough officials to handle all of it.
And here comes Escalante onto the field now after, I'm guessing it was a motivational speech.
I would guess so. Probably a little bit different for Escalante as they have field turf at their stadium now, too. Last time we were up there, I guess it was about 3 years ago, for a playoff game, and their stadium had a major renovation. They have black field turf now.
Black.
It's black. And they were wearing black uniforms. It was hard to pick up those numbers.
I don't think I've ever seen Escalante's field.
Well, next time you can go. So the Panthers are back out, getting ready to kick it away is Isaiah Rodriguez. Of course, Escalante will be looking to run the starburst again. And they generally trigger that off of Braylon Emery, who's set up over on the left side. Of course, the starburst can be effective. Your special teams, especially your gunners, have to go with their man, and wherever they go, they've got to go too. Oh, a little bit hard to defend sometimes if done very well. Of course, a lot of things can happen and go wrong too when it doesn't. So not a lot of teams running that anymore. Not as common as it used to be.
I did see Estancia run it a couple times last night.
That's right, they did.
Begin the third quarter,
Number 18, Isaiah Rodriguez is going to be back to kick the ball away now for the Jal Panthers here in this one. To start the second half, there's the kick. It's going to go right to... Oh!
And Jal's going to have
Jal
the football.
actually does recover the kick there. Number 12 was waiting for it to go out of bounds, and it just stayed in, and number two, Connor Andre, just happened to grab it.
And that was a heads-up play by Connor as he realized it had gone more than 10 yards, and they were just going to let it bounce around. And so the Panthers getting a break. They'll get what's in essence a turnover. So 1st and 10 Panthers from the 29-yard line deep inside Escalante territory.
The Escalante players just did not get that motivational speech.
Well, maybe they got it, but
they were being just
out. Yeah,
they were just being a little too casual about that play, making some assumptions there. And Andre said, "You know what? Assuming it does."
Oh yeah.
Number 12, Norbert Cervantes is going to be your quarterback now. That's a change. And number 7, Ethan Sandoval is going to be your running back now. There's a snap to number 12. Norbert Cervantes is going to do a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 10 there. I'm going to give him a first down.
So nice job by Norbert.
10,
yeah, he's going to pick up 11 and move the chains for the Panthers. It's Coach Giles deciding to go with some of his second stringers at the start of the second half.
Get ready for next year when we're not going to have our quarterback.
That's true. Alex Xavier Ketillon is a senior, as is Jacob Lujan. So get some guys in there, some extra playing time. Sandoval, who's the running back right now, also a senior. So getting him some playoff time.
Number 7, Ethan Sandoval is actually going to receive that snap, going to run out to the left side, and he's going to get a gain of about 5.
Yeah, give him forward progress about 8 on that.
Yeah, I think they're going to spot it right up there. Let's see if they spot it at the 10 or 11. 11.
So well inside the red zone.
Right at the 11, yeah.
Well, it looks like a timeout is going to be...
I think we're going to have an official timeout here.
Looks like an official timeout, perhaps.
I'm not sure what the deal is here.
Oh, he's talking about the clock.
The clock was at 15, not 12. They're sending it up. They're getting it all. Now it's good.
Fixed and worked.
11:13 to go.
We do have the clock at 11:13 in the third quarter.
Just a minor little glitch. So
it'll be all right.
So 2nd down and 2 now from the 10-yard line for the Panthers.
The response is going to, it's going to run the clock. Number 12, no response, is going to be back to receive the snap. He's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of 5 there, I'm going to say.
Yeah, he's going to be inside the 5, down at about the 4-yard line, so a pickup of 6 for Nolbert.
It's going to be a first and goal now for the Panthers.
So Nolbert, 2 carries for 17 yards. So now the Panthers knocking on the door.
The ball's
this the 5-touchdown lead.
The ball's going to be marked at the 4-yard line here.
Of course, this gets to running clock. It will start running very fast.
Here comes a snap to number 12. Nolbert Cervantes getting ready for it. There it is. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to run it to the left side, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. There's a big hole there for Nolbert.
There was some misdirection going on here, and he got some good blocks. He got a couple of really good big blocks in front of him by Giles and Carrion, and just kind of paved the way. He sailed right in.
Yeah, the line has definitely done their job so far this afternoon to perfection. And so right at 290 rushing yards now for the Panthers through 2+ as the point after to come to get this one into running clock timing as Rodriguez on to boot it out of the hold of Alexavier Carrion.
And here comes the snap from Jesus Carrion. Good snap, good hold. It's going to be up and in for Isaiah Rodriguez. Score is going to be 35 now to 0.
And so the way this works now, once it gets to 35 points, it is a running clock rule. When any team is 35 or more up, and the clock will only stop on timeouts, changes of possession, or, of course, the end of the quarter or the end of the game. So it will start moving incredibly quickly with the running clock timing. Panther playoff football, while we've got a moment, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the good folks who make that possible, including Panther Drive-In right here in Jowl. Panther Drive-In, they've got more than just burgers and fries, although I've been told those are good too, Adam.
They're good.
But, you've already said we have to have the chicken fried steak or the steak fingers.
You can get a burger too.
I can. Well, maybe I should just get them all. Can I get a chicken fried steak on a burger?
You can. A steak sandwich.
A steak sandwich. There you go. I'm liking the sound of that over at Panther Drive-In.
Adam, are you going to have to go after you wrap the game up?
Oh, I'm definitely going.
Definitely going. All right.
Do you have to work? That's the question.
Nope. I'm just going to get food and leaving.
All right.
So Panther Drive-In, proud to have them as Jowl Panther playoff supporters. Also back in the Panther fold, our friends at Lasco Construction. Lasco Construction, proud Panther athletic boosters here in the playoffs.
And here comes the kick for number 18, Isaiah Rodriguez. It's going to be up high and far. Back to number 10. He's going to run to the left, and looks like number 63, David Gaetan, and number 4.
Number 2 on ours for us.
Was it number 2?
So Connor Andre and Colby Vargas, both
on the stop.
Yeah, and that was a big hit down there as they took it to Torres down there, and that's going to pin Escalante back deep.
I just heard Dawn's paper spot out of her hand.
Luckily, I caught it before it blew away.
So spot the ball officially at the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Escalante. We are in running clock, 10:20 remaining in the third quarter, 35-0 in favor of the Panthers.
So here comes the defense. Number 2 is still going to be back as your quarterback, Art Gilletta.
And his deep back again, Luca Torres.
And here comes the snap for the Lobos. Oh, maybe a little longer.
Yeah, taking their time.
There's a snap. He's going to run out to the left side. He's going to do a little shovel pass to number 10. He's going to run it to the left side, and he is going to have a first down, but there is a flag on the field. Number 10, Luca Torres, that was a nice run there.
Yeah, on the option pitch, Torres is going to get it for 12 yards, and I think they're going to be tacking 15 onto the end of this one because it looked like a face mask. And this crew doesn't seem to call the intentional, or rather the unintentional. So, of course, they are pointing over towards, and we might have we're going to have a late hold.
Oh.
And so that'll wipe out the 12-yard gain and the first down for this Escalante squad. So
They're
move
gonna
them
mark
back 10 yards. Yeah, it happened well in front of the line, too, so it'll put them at the 20.
So give him a first and 8, would it be?
You got to be first down and about 8.
First down, 8 to go for the Lobos now.
You have twins to your left side. and one to the right. Archuleta's still going to be a quarterback, and Torres is the one right behind him.
And he is pointing out coverages for the Panthers. So going to try and see what they can do here, yeah.
Taking their long time.
May just be trying to limit the damage here at this point.
There's a snap to Archuleta. He's going to pitch it back. And number 55 is going to swallow up Luca Torres there in the backfield.
Yeah, Carillon just sniffed that out and came right for him. Had barely enough time to just hang on to the pitch out before he was down on the field.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want Carillon dropping on me.
No, thank you at all. The big junior lineman swallowed him up for a loss of 5 there, so it goes from 1st and 8 to 2nd and 13.
Looks like number 65, Elijah Chavez, is coming in for number 60, Trent Butts.
At some point, you've got to think they're going to start maybe trying to throw the ball just a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Well, last time they threw the ball, it worked out well for them.
It did. They did manage to get a bit of a gain out of it.
Number 2, Archuleta still going to be back as your quarterback, 10, following right behind him. Twins to the left. I can't see the number to the right. There's a snap. Number 2 is going to pitch it back. He's going to go to the left side, and he is going to be taken down, but not before he can get a gain back to the line of scrimmage.
And number 30.
Torres again, who got the pitch.
And it'll be a 5-yard gain for Torres. But number 35 brings him down, and I don't have a 35 on our roster.
No, I don't either. I'm not showing that.
Andre Rodriguez.
Oh, Andre Rodriguez. So Rodriguez on the initial stop on that one. So now it'll be 3rd down and 10 to go.
They have him down as number 8.
I will make that note and make that change.
Looks like the refs are talking. And here, heard the phone. I thought it was mine. Here comes the snap to Archuleta. He's gonna pitch it back right before he gets hit to Torres, and it's gonna be a run of about 5.
No, I didn't get quite that. He got bumped out after a gain.
Oh,
of
yeah,
1,
he did.
So yeah, they're trying the option pitch, and it's been they've had varying levels of success on it.
It's gradually going.
Yeah, they're going to spot it right at the 18.
So it's going to be a 4th and 9 now.
And it will be punt time for Escalante as Horan to punt it away.
We'll see if Nobre Cervantes looks like he's the one back there to receive the punt. We'll see if we can make something happen here for the Panthers.
Of course, just if it gets past you, just let it bounce and let them down it. Don't try and do too much here. And I think we got a hand on that one as that one kind of went squirrely.
Yeah, it was. I think maybe he caught just a piece of it. It was Cash Taylor getting maybe just a hair on the football.
A little tap.
So Taylor with the partial block, and it will squirrel out, and it'll be Jowl football inside Escalante territory. Clock stops on the clock. Going to start now with 6 minutes to go. 35-0. Panthers in the lead.
They're going to mark it at the 47. That's what I thought, but I couldn't quite see it.
So, yeah, at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Number 12 still going to be your quarterback. Nobre Cervantes. Number 7 is right behind him. Ethan Sandoval there. Twins to the left and right here. Here's the snap to Nobre. Oh, it's going to go to Ethan. And he's going to run it to the left side. And he's up and he's running, still going.
Ooh.
Looks like he slipped a little bit there.
And they got a big hit by Marcelo Baeza, who clocked him good, but it's still good for 13 yards for Sandoval.
So it's another 1st and 10.
And if it hadn't been for Baeza coming on a little from the side to sweep him down, he still had some more green in front of him.
So a big gain for the Panthers. And now they've put in pretty much the second offense, the second string out there.
Yeah.
Run out the string as we got 5 minutes remaining in the third. Running clock, 35-0. Panthers in the lead.
Still number 12 as your quarterback. They're not going to bring Xavier Carignan back in just yet.
Yeah, I think leave him in for defense and let Cervantes get his time.
There's a snap. It looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Going to try to go to the right, and he still cuts back up to midfield.
Yeah, it's going to be a pickup of 6 there for Cervantes on the quarterback keeper. He's got 4 carries now for 27 yards.
And that was Number 56, Jeremiah Martinez, who brought him down.
Yeah, Martinez has had a pretty good ball game. He's had a lot of tackles. I know it's one of those stats I don't keep up with, but he's probably been in on at least 2/3 of the tackles that Escalante has gotten this afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Twins to the left and right once again for the Gel Panthers. 12, Norbert Schwanz is still your quarterback. There's a snap to number 12. He's going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle, but he does get taken down.
Yep,
Looks like
we're
going to
have a horse collar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be on Ezekiel Martinez as he got him up in the collar there. He picked up one, but I think we're going to put 15 on this one for the horse collar. Think about Norbert. He moves around a lot.
Quick.
Quick, and he shakes and bakes.
Shakes and bakes.
So let's see what the call is going to be for sure. But yeah, I think that will be on Martinez as they are pointing the way of Escalante.
They're still
talking about it.
But they didn't. Yeah.
And it will be personal foul, face mask on him. I saw a horse collar. I didn't see a face mask. So 15 yards is 15 yards no matter how you tack it on. And so that'll be the 18th first down for the Panthers. And it'll move them down as I'm going to slide the camera over, get a little bit better view on this end of the field. Of course, we are shooting through glass, but it's a little bit easier in daylight. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers now from about the 13-yard line.
Anyways, here comes your snap to number 7, Ethan Sandoval. It's going to be a run right to the left side. And it looks like he's going to try to cut it back to the middle, but they do catch him and take him down at the 1-yard line.
So 11 yards for Sandoval as he started that right, but notice that he was getting ready to run into the wall that was Ezekiel Martinez, and he drug some Lobos with him.
And Baeza was actually the first to get to him. It's just Baeza, so there's a lot less, size on Baeza, but he was first to get to him.
And wow.
Fight for it, and Cervantes will take it over the right side, and they're going to say he just stopped short.
At the 2-yard line.
So no gain.
Going to mark it just inside the 1, about a half yard to go.
So a 1-yard gain for Cervantes.
There's a snap. Looks like Sandoval's going to punch it in there.
So Sandoval takes it over the left tackle for the touchdown, and that'll make it Panthers 41, Lobos nothing with the point after to come. So the Panthers not wasting any time once they got up to the goal line, punching it in and punching it through. Sorry, Adam, go ahead.
They're just going to kick the field goal here.
Yep, kick the point after and make this a 42-0 ball game.
And then if they score one more time, I bet they'll just go for the 2-point and end it.
That's very possible.
There's a snap, good hold, good kick, 42 now. 2-0 for the Gel Panthers.
So the Panthers take the big lead with 2:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Gel 42, Escalante nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. More Gel Panther playoff football from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The Panthers take advantage of another great defensive stand and take it to the house. And then the point after is good. A 1-yard quarterback keeper for Ethan Sandoval punches it into the end zone. And then the point after, as we mentioned, good. 42-0 now in favor of the Panthers over the Escalante Lobos. Opening round of the 2A NMAA playoffs. This is the quarterfinals. The winner of this one should be the Panthers. Will go on to take on the Eunice Cardinals next week in Eunice. So a Lee County battle in the semifinals with Don Morgan Fieldside. I'm TJ Miracle, and with the call, here's Adam Morris.
There's the kick by number 18, Isaiah Rodriguez. It's going to go right to number 31. They're going to run the starburst once again, and it's going to go to number 16. He's going to run to the right side and finally bring out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. Who was that?
Emery got it, and it was Vargas who ran him out.
Yeah, they pretty much just, every time they run that starburst, they pretty much have done it all day. Yeah, they get it to number 16, Emery, pretty much every time. So he gets it out about the 30. Wow, they're going to give him forward progress about the 34-yard line. So that'll be where Escalante has it. They've pretty much lived between their own 40 and their own 20 this whole game.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much. I don't think they've been in Panther territory all game.
Yeah, once right at the end of the first half.
I couldn't remember.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now as the clock continues to move. 1:45 remaining, third quarter. We are in running clock timing here.
Number 2 senior quarterback,
It's Archuleta.
Archuleta. Number 10, Torres behind him. There's a snap to number 2, Archuleta. Looks like he's going to give it to number 10, Torres. He's going to run it to the left side. Really nice run there for a gain of about 9.
Yeah, as they got it through, and he got a little bit of a hole there. So the 9-yard pickup to Torres. Jal has put in their second string on defense pretty much there too, and a little bit of over pursuit there by Vargas, but he managed to come back and get a hand on him, slow him down enough to let the rest of the D catch up with him after the 9-yard gain.
Yeah. So you can have twins to the left and just one to the right. I believe that's number 12.
Yeah, it is on the near side here.
So that'll be Diap, coach's son.
And here comes a snap to number 2, Archuleta. Or maybe not. Just clapped. Number 10 is going to receive it. Torres is going to run to the left side. And he's going to be stopped, I believe, before he can get a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be.
They spot it.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. It'll depend on the spot he needed to get. Wow.
Oh, yep.
The near side judge says, yeah, he got it. So go ahead and give him about a yard and a half. It looked to me like they had him short from up here, but
maybe 3rd and inches.
So now it'll be first and 10, though. That's just their third first down of the ball game.
Yep.
And that will be the last play of the third quarter as the clock will continue to move down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So at the end of the third quarter, it's all Jal in this one. Panthers 42, Lobos nothing. We're back in a minute for the fourth quarter. This is Panther Football on the Jal Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of JAL Athletics. Delaware Water Company helps keep our drinking water clean and available by supplying water recycling services for our produced oil-filled water. Delaware Water Company loves being a part of the youth of the community. Their Panthers are hardworking students, and with hard work and dedication, they can accomplish anything. Delaware Water Company encourages you to come out to the games or view it on YouTube or HobbsAmerica.com. Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
Mayor Matt White and the employees of the City of Jal are proud of their Jal Panthers. They know with determination and hard work, anything is possible. Way to go, Jal Panthers! For information on the City of Jal, call 395-3340. That's 395-3340. The City of Jal, 309 South Main Street. The City of Jal is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Way to go, Jal Panthers!
Back here at Panther Stadium, start of the fourth quarter, the Panthers all over the Lobos, 42-0. Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle. And as we start the fourth quarter, Jal up big. Here's Adam Juarez.
Here come the Lobo offense onto the field. Ball's going to be at the 43-yard line. I can't, to 44.
Yeah, call it the 44 officially.
It is the 44.
1st and 10 for the Lobos. Number 2, Archuleta is going to be there as your quarterback. Number 10, Torres is right behind him. Twins to the left, one to the right. Here comes the snap to Archuleta. He's going to keep it. Quarterback keep it to the right side. He faked all the Panthers out there. So he's going to run for about a gain of about 9. Oh, look like they're going to give him a first down.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him 10 on that one as finally getting to him was Cervantes, but not before he got it. Well, they're going to put him a little bit short, so a 9-yard pickup officially.
And Rubio was actually the one who kind of tripped him up. So kind of a low tackle that tripped him up and led to the full tackle there.
So second down and less than a yard. But I like that Coach Giles is getting some of his second string in, get him some experience out there at game speed against another varsity opponent. That's going to be very important because you never know, A, what's going to happen when you might lose somebody to injury, and it gets them, frankly, a little bit more prepared for next year, too.
Yeah. Oh, so this is going to go ahead and give the Lobos a first down here.
All right, so make it 10 officially. Their fourth first down of the ball game.
So it looks like the play callers have already came down. They're over there walking. Here comes a snap to number 2, Archuleta. Twins to the right and one to the left. There's a snap. It looks like he's going to be a handoff to number 10, Torres, and he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1.
Elijah Wagner read that one and stayed home, and Torres pretty much ran right into his arms. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play, second down and 11.
It was basically the same play they ran the last one. It's just that he faked it to the left instead of the right this time, and the last fake was a lot better, and Jowl bit on that last fake. They didn't buy this one.
So second down and 11. Clock continues to move. 10:16 to go in the ball game. Jowl up big 42-0 over the Lobos of Escalante.
We have Johnny Estrada.
Your score is 10-12. Here, number 2, Archuleta is going to be a quarterback. And number 10, Torres is going to be back. Twins to the right, one to the left. There's a snap. He's going to toss it to Torres, number 10. To lose about 5 yards there.
Yeah, the option pitch again not working as Torres goes backwards. He's going to lose about 5. A late flag comes in, though. That often is going to signify a late hit.
Elijah Wagner was the one who got there the first, sniffed that out pretty easily and pretty quickly.
So let's see what the call is going to be. Is Escalante moving back, but Jowl moving back too. They're pointing at Jowl. Let's see. It'll be from the end of the play, so Torres will lose 5 on the play, but we're going to have a personal foul face mask, another personal foul face mask. But that one, hey, they can call an incidental. So it is the 5-yard variety, so move them up. It'll be second down and 9. 65 penalty yards on 8 penalties against the Panthers.
There's a kick cat rabbit flying. Here comes snap to number 2. Archuleta, 10 behind him, Torres.
Now the question with that Kit Kat wrapper, did it pay its NMAA required fee to get into the stadium?
I highly doubt it. There's a snap. Looks like he's going to pitch it to number 10, Torres, and the pitch was bobbled a little bit. So they're going to take him down at around the 45-yard line from their own.
Yeah, that's good. They're going to move him all the way back inside their own territory, 47.
The snap was high, and then the pitch was bobbled, and then Vargas had trouble, really corralling it, hanging on to it. Just had to fall on it.
Yeah, he did, and it was a smart move by the Panthers as Elijah Wagner came in and just tapped him down. If he goes and just absolutely creams him,
late hit.
It's unsportsmanlike.
Personal foul, yeah.
So they lose the penalty back and some more. Third down and 17 now. Clock continues to move. 8 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Clock is ticking.
Time keeps on ticking, as the old Pink Floyd song goes. Well, the clock ticking on the season for the Lobos. Panthers playing out the string, going to get ready for the Cardinals next week.
There's a snap to number 2, Archuleta. He's going to do a quarterback keeper, running it out to the right side, and he's still on his feet, and he's finally brought down, and they're probably going to mark him a little short.
With forward progress, I think they're going to give it to him around the 36-yard line.
They do give it to him there.
Tell you what, he hid that ball very well. It was a very effective fake, and that's why he was able to have some room, because Jowl committed to stopping the wrong guy there, and he was able to find some room on the right, make that run.
So first down and 10, fifth first down of the ball game for the Lobos.
I don't think I've ever had a call a whole game. Oh, yeah, Texaco.
Erica Gallegos. Marina Ruiz.
Well, it's good to get it in and get your secondary in, and have a feeling Eunice is going to be pumped up next week. And
Archuleta going to receive the snap, and he's going to be brought down immediately.
Yeah, David Gayton was right there, and that high snap didn't help since it took him an extra second or two. to corral the ball and get going. By that time, Gaytown was right down his throat.
Longest play from scrimmage was the play before with the keeper Archuleta. He got 18 yards. Other than that, that's been the longest thing they've had today. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and 13. Jowl up big, 42-0.
Archuleta, your core B, is your QB. 10's going to be right behind him. Twins to the right and 1 to the left. Here comes a snap to number 2. He's going to pitch it back to number 10,
Panthers have it back.
And it looks like the Panthers do fall on it.
And coming up from the bottom of the pile is Elijah Wagner, as just a bad option pitch there. And Wagner heads up as that one kind of squirted around.
It was, again, off of a very high snap and then, again, a bad pitch. So it's very costly for the Lobos that they've done that 3 times now.
Yes, they have. And so a 7-yard loss and a fumble and give it to the Panthers. It'll be their first possession of this 4th quarter. Punch it in here and get a 2-point conversion and call it a day. First turnover, actually second turnover of the ball game for the Lobos. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Giles and his Panther squad. So 6:02 to go in the ball game. Jowl 42, Escalante nothing. We're back in 30 seconds as Panther football continues from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Lavelle Insurance, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Boom.
Out of the Jowl Panther timeout, Panthers lead 42-0, and after the fumble, they will have their first possession of this 4th quarter. Opportunity to go ahead and just shut this one down, as Sandoval and Cervantes will be out to run the offense for receiver set. With the call, Adam Juarez.
There's a snap to number 12, Nova Cervantes. Is going to be a quarterback keeper to the middle. Give him about a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to kind of say 6. He went down at the 46.
Alrighty.
Still a 6-yard gain, 6 carries for 34 yards for Nolbert. He does have a 4-yard touchdown to his credit.
2nd and 4 now for the Panthers. Twins to the left and twins to the right. Number 12, Nova Cervantes is your quarterback. Number 7, Ethan Sandoval is your running back. He's going to receive the snap this time, though, and try to run it up the middle, and he does get a couple yards there for a Jowl Panther first down.
Yeah, he just moved it forward, took it, and he drug a couple of the Lobos with him. So
nice gutsy run to be able to. He was. They could have stopped him just maybe shy of the first down, but he gutted it out and moved and got a couple more yards on it.
Yes, he did. So he's got 5 carries, 37 yards, and a touchdown to his credit, too, as they run. They call it the Wildcat formation when they snap it directly to the running back. I guess since it's us, it would be the Panther formation.
Looks like number 33, Zayden Lujan, is now in the game. Haven't seen him.
Going to be man split wide to the right.
There's a snap to number 12. Looks like he's going to run it to the left side now for a gain of about 10.
Yeah, Cervantes just taking it out there, and he is going to be close to the first down for the big hit put on by Damon Emery.
You know, he doesn't have a lot of size, but he's got great speed. He's very quick. He makes these good spurts forward, but he's strong. I mean, he can drag guys with him and just refuse to go down.
So it's 2nd down and less than a yard to go here. Clock continues to move, 4:10 remaining in the ball game. Panthers going to be moving on to the semifinals against a familiar opponent in the Eunice Cardinals next week.
Twins to both sides again. Ethan Sandoval is going to receive the snap, running it straight up the middle.
And he gets it across the 25 and down to about the 22, 23-yard line. So as Sandoval, the 1-2 punch with Cervantes here in the second half, picks up 9. And another first down for the Panthers, their 20th of the ball game.
That's a lot of first downs.
Yes, it is. 46 yards on 6 carries for Sandoval, 43 on 7 for Cervantes. Panthers continue to march.
Twins to the left and right here for the Panthers. 12. Oh, number 7 is going to receive the snap. Run it to the left side. And he's still going. He's still up on his feet. And now they're going to bring him down at about the 1 or maybe the 2-yard line now.
Yeah, 21-yard gain for Cervantes, or rather for Sandoval there. He found a little seam, and he just took it right through. And now the Panthers knocking on the door again. Clock continues to move. 2:50 remaining in the ball game.
27, Davian Neveready, I believe that is coming out to call the play for the Panthers. This score right here would pretty much put us at a mercy roll, 49-0 if they score here. There's a snap to number 12, no responses, and they do score. 12 basically walks right into the end zone.
Yeah, Cervantes got a big block up front from
65, I believe.
So, yeah,
Elijah Chavez.
So now if the Panthers choose to go for the 2-point conversion, it would end this one at 50-0. They might elect to just go ahead and kick the point after here. And, 2:29 running clock is not going to take much time to burn off.
It'll be over pretty quick.
And it looks like they will have the field goal unit come out onto the field. I was wondering if you were going to sing. I was waiting for it.
Our fight song gets stuck in my head. Number 22 is going to be your holder. 18, Isaiah Rodriguez is your kicker here. There's the kick. PAT is good now.
Kind of helicoptered through there, but he gets it through. So 49-0 in favor of the Jowl Panthers, as Jowl will be moving on comfortably to take on the Eunice Cardinals. Again, that game will be next week, either Friday or Saturday, depending on what Coach Nathan, Coach Robbie work out between themselves. We do know we will have more Lee County football next week. Friday night, the Lovington Wildcats will be in action on the blue turf from Wildcat Stadium against the Portales Rams, a district battle in that one. And the Hobbs Eagles will be playing Friday night as well. They'll be at Watson Stadium against the Volcano Vista Hawks. We will have those games for you on our family of streaming platforms, the Lovington and Hobbs Sports YouTube channels respectively, and HobbsAmerica.com. We'll have Jowl Eunice from two different perspectives for you when that game is. Of course, Adam, and hopefully we've got Jackson back next week.
Maybe he won't go run a cross-country meet again for state.
Yeah, maybe not. I think that's just once a year.
Oh, maybe.
We'll have that for you here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel and, of course, HobbsAmerica.com as well. With Dawn Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle alongside Adam Juarez. Great to have you with us. And a big thank you to all the good folks who make Jowl Panther playoff football possible, including IPS, Mike Guerin State Farm Insurance, Jowl Schools, Woolworth Library, Panther Drive-In, Quality Transport, Panther Energy, Nana's Cafe, Lavelle Insurance, the City of Jowl, the Jowl Clinic, Fulco Trucking, Delaware Water Company, and Lasco Construction.
Here's the kick by number 18, Isaiah Rodriguez. He's going to kick it right to number 3. I can't see that number right now.
Baca. Mateo Baca, yeah.
And he's just going to be taken out of bounds around the, where are they going to mark this?
I think they're going to mark that over here, maybe at the 31. Let's see what they do.
31, 32 somewhere.
31.
And so the clock will...
They mark it right exactly
at the 30.
So from the 30-yard line, we click down under 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Of course, Dawn, are you going to? I'm guessing you're going to try and grab Coach Giles.
I will. Yeah, we'll. Hopefully, he'll talk with us.
Hopefully.
Probably after he handles the team up. Have a quick coaches conversation out there.
Is that still Archuleta as your quarterback?
I believe it is, yeah.
Have
Archuleta, just a junior, but something tells me we may be seeing this squad again next year.
Yep.
Torres back with him.
Twins to the right. There's a snap. Looks like Archuleta's going to keep it. And he's going to run to the left side. He went to the right at first, then he went to the left for a gain of about 9 now.
Yeah, he's going to be, their forward progress. They are going to give him 10, so it'll be a first down for the Lobos.
Clock is running. You only got 1 minute left in this football game as of now.
And the Lobos not not getting in just a huge hurry. They'll probably, this may very well be the last play of the ball game.
Yeah.
Depending on when they get the snap off.
You know they take their time, so.
They do. They are methodical.
Number 2, Archuleta's going to receive the snap, give it to number 10, Torres. He's going to run out to the left side, and he is going to get a, oh no, they're going to say he's short of the first down.
This will be a 9-yard pickup for Torres. That's his longest run of the ball game.
I believe that is the game, though. That's the last play they'll probably most likely run here.
They may have to run one
more.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to run one more. Yeah, probably 1-2 seconds difference between play clock and game clock.
Oh, yep.
Of course, since we don't have the play clocks here at Panther Stadium, that's okay, though. I'm just guesstimating here.
Archuleta's going to receive the high snap. Ball was on the ground, and I believe the Panthers do pick that ball up.
Did they get it back? Oh, we got to fight for it under there.
Because it squirted out, and number 10 picked it up before the Panthers swarmed him, but the clock ends.
And so they're going to lose a couple on the last play of the ball game. And so our final score here, the Jowl Panthers victorious 49-0 over the visiting Escalante Lobos. We'll take a timeout, come back with your Panther postgame show as Panther football continues from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Kayla and Emmy Lujan from Panther Energy are excited for their Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one-stop shop for backhoes, dump trucks, roustabouts, and welding. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jowl Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of Jowl Athletics. Delaware Water Company helps keep our drinking water clean and available by supplying water recycling services for our produced oil-filled water. Delaware Water Company loves being a part of the youth of the community. Their Panthers are hardworking students, and with hard work and dedication, they can accomplish anything. Delaware Water Company encourages you to come out to the games or view it on YouTube or HobbsAmerica.com. Delaware Water Company is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
And welcome to your Jowl Panther postgame show here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle alongside Adam Juarez. Let's take a look at the numbers of this one quickly as the Panthers victorious 49-0 in the ball game, as we will start with the Lobos, as they just never were able to get their offense on track. Their quarterback, Trey Archuleta, finishes up 3 of 4 for 10 yards, no touchdowns, obviously, and no interceptions. On the ground, the Panther D really did a whale of a job there, as combined just 17 total yards. That was all the yardage they got. Archuleta led the way, 13 carries for 34 yards. Luca Torres, their other big back, 15 carries for negative 17 yards, and they would have probably actually been in negative territory for the ball game had the first string stayed in there. 27 yards total, 55 yards, no score, and 6 touchdowns. First Coach Giles will take down field side with Dawn.
He is actually he's going over to talk with some Escalante folks. Lived and coached in Escalante, for a while, also in Estancia and also Artesia, before his coaching life journey led him here to JAL. So he's talking with some folks, and as soon as we can, hopefully,
all right,
going to be respectful. And of course, he's not accustomed to having media on the field with him afterward to talk with him.
All right, we'll keep an eye open, and let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers for your Panthers. Through the air today, Alexavier Carrion goes 3 of 8, 64 yards, 1 touchdown, then a 50-yard strike to Ethan Sandoval. On the ground, Carrion led the way as well. 15 carries, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jacob Lujan, 7 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown for him. In the second half, Ethan Sandoval comes on, runs 7 times for 67 yards with a touchdown, and Nolbert Cervantes with 8 carries, 45 yards, and 2 touchdowns to his credit. So 2 touchdowns for Carrion, 2 for Sandoval, 2 for Cervantes, and 1 for Lujan. If you're keeping up at home, that is 64 through the air, and a total of a whole bunch on the ground for 439 total yards for the Panthers. They were flagged, looks like 7 times for 65 yards in the ball game. Scored 14 in the first, 14 in the second, 14 in the third, 7 in the fourth. 20 first downs exactly in the ball game for the Panthers as they improve to 11-0 on the season, and will now move on to face off against a familiar opponent in the red and white from just north of here in the Eunice Cardinals. So the Cardinals and the Panthers next Friday or Saturday, depending on what the two athletic directors work out. And of course, we will have that game for you here on the JAL Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com as well. So pretty much just an exciting performance here today, Adam, for the Panthers. Maybe got off to a little slower start than they might have wanted, but still had a whale of a ball game, getting the 49-0 victory.
Yeah, well, I seen a little bit of a struggle in the first half there. Second, they really pulled it out. I believe our secondary actually played amazing.
Yeah, they did.
Our second strings. They played good.
Yeah, the second string came out and played that entire second half, and I think that's very important and very smart for Coach Giles to get those guys out there and get them some more game time experience. And anybody, when you only take 8 teams in the playoffs like we do in Class 2A, there's no weak sisters. You may go, well, 49-0. Obviously there is. Well, no, there's really not, because only 8 teams make it. So every team that gets in is going to be good and is going to have the ability to win ball games. And the Panthers just came out and proved that they were the superior squad today to these Escalante Lobos, as Coach Giles continues to talk.
Had I known, I probably would have grabbed a couple of players first. That they're already in the locker room, but they're breaking up here. I'm going to ask Coach Giles if he would like to have a couple of words with us before we get away. So yes.
All right, yep, as he talks to Coach Nathan. So
yep. All right.
So getting ready for our hopefully coach's conversation.
Hey, thank you. Congratulations, Coach. Awesome. Punching your ticket into the semifinals with its victory over Escalante, a place where you coached. You lived and coached for a while. I know you were catching up with some old friends here. But what must that feel like, here playing them after years?
Well, it's always, I've done that a couple of times in my career, and it's always kind of a little difficult to go and against your old team, and especially when you got some kiddos that you actually coached. I've only been gone 3 years, so a lot of those seniors, I was on the sideline with them. But it was great to see them. And they fought hard, and pretty pleased with where they're at with things, and so it was kind of nice and kind of tough as well.
They came out, and the Lobos defense, was able to slow you guys down for a little bit, in that first half. And how'd you feel about how the game went on the whole?
Well, you're right. They came out, and I don't think it's any secret. Speed option is our best play, and and we really rely on that, and they wanted to take that away, so we needed to go inside, and once we started doing that, we started moving the ball quite a bit.
Yeah, you did. Went up 28-0 at half, and then were able to get it into running clock, fairly quickly in the third quarter. And then you were able to get in a lot of your, you got in some of your second string, your younger players, your bench, and they had significant minutes there in that second half. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, that's always good when you're able to get some of those guys out there. Early in the year, sometimes you leave those starters out to get some work and things like that. And then here you go later in the year, and you're able to get some of those other guys in, and just different parts of your season. We want to make sure that we're sure not losing a player, of 40 this late in the year. So.
Absolutely. You want everybody healthy for the next step, which, of course, is hello again, Eunice, right? So what's the big plan going to be preparing for Eunice for this weekend in the game next weekend?
Well, Eunice is Eunice. I mean, they're going to come out. They're going to play tough. I think a lot of people try to look at that last game and make some kind of prediction on that, but that would be not a good thing to do. Beating a team twice is very difficult. And they're going to come out and lay it all on the field, and so, we're expecting a big time war. That's what we're expecting, a real hard fought battle, and kind of see who comes out at the end.
It will be in Eunice. Do you care? Do you have a preference whether your team with you guys come out on a Friday night or a Saturday?
You know what? I mean, I believe it's their choice. I mean, whatever they decide to do, we're fine with it. Either way, you gotta go line it up and go play.
It's going to be a big battle on the field, stands packed. It's going to be one of those high-energy, big-stakes games. Winner moves on to play for the state championship, which is something you guys definitely want to do again this year, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think every team goes into the season with their thoughts of getting to that point, and we definitely had those aspirations this year. And but you got to take them one at a time. That semifinal game is next, and to get to that big one, you got to win that one. So. For us, that's the state championship, and then the state championship will be in the playoffs. Every one of them state championship. I mean, it's win or go home.
And we will be, we'll certainly have the coverage on the game again next week. So good luck, congratulations. Nice to be able to savor this quarterfinal win, move on to the semis, and good luck in that game. And good luck, congratulations on a great season too, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for talking with us.
All right, Don Morgan with Coach Dusty Giles after the 49-0 victory. The Panthers taking it to the Escalante Lobos here on this Saturday afternoon. So some final thoughts as we wrap this one up and get ready to gear up for next week, Adam.
I thought we played good. I'm really looking forward to that game in Eunice. I believe Eunice didn't play their best game against us last time. I did not expect us to beat them like how we had beat them. So I think this Friday or Saturday it's going to be a really well-played game between Jowl and Eunice, and a very exciting one to call.
Well, you would certainly think so. Of course, we will have that game for you here on the Jowl Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. And with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this semifinal matchup as the Panthers start a little slow, but find their legs and get the 49-0 victory over the Escalante Lobos. Our game this afternoon brought to you by IPS Incorporated, Mike Guerin, State Farm Insurance, the Jowl Schools, the Woolworth Community Library, Panther Drive-In, Quality Transportation, Panther Energy, Nana's Cafe, Lavelle Insurance, the City of Jowl, the Jowl Clinic, Fulco Trucking, Delaware Water Company, and Lasco Construction. For Don Morgan Fieldside, for Adam Juarez, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Panther Stadium. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports with video rights granted by the NMAA and purchased by Walmart Digital. Good afternoon, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend.